Oh, shoot. A little sloppy here, but oh well. All right, let me go to Team Liquid.
Imagine Terran. Imagine Protoss.
Go!
Imagine Terran.
Fight my shiny metal ass.
Excellent.
Oi, Dave. Where'd you learn that build from?
Princeton University.
He's got himself a good old yeehaw! Come in right on in!
Sweet Rover.
All has been moved.
Spotting here in the bottom right hand corner of Ephemeron, playing with the blue Protoss probes. We are looking inside of the main base of Dave Testa. No, Dave! Dave, get out of... Dave! Dave, don't you... Dave, please. Dave!
Anyways, love me, Sims. Give me all your money.
Anything but Star Wars? Exactly. It's North America and South America fork. Exactly. All right. No one cares about the bottom. Wow. Jesus Christ. Cassie's dying laughing. Forks, like, what the fuck, Zoe? God.
Too based. What up, guys? I'm trying to find something. Where the fuck's the original green one? My hand really fucking hurts. The fuck? I gotta add the Dan Mako command. The video, I'm killing time till we are starting. That's all. Man. Play Top Gun Kitty? I guess. I'm just trying to get ready for the... I don't want to put stuff... This is going to be for YouTube, VODVET. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I probably can't show that right now. I mean, it's a tournament. It's a tournament, for Christ's sake. Yeah, exactly. You were vibing. Veteran gamer cock blocking us over here from the Jimmy. But it looks like that's funny as shit. Twitch is a legal dating site. I know. Yeah, Zoe, you're not wrong. If I wasn't taken, you know. Everybody wants a piece of Dave, you know. Omega Cap. What up, guys? Dark, how you doing? What the fuck's that in my background? What do you mean? No, that's my light. Actually, it looks a little different. If it was further back, it looks like it's on fire. It's a ceiling fan and a different colored light bulb in a light. And it's a bass guitar. Yeah, it's a ceiling fan and light. Normally, it looks like it's like on fire, but I think I moved the stand. Based. It's missing some strings. It's actually a really cheap one. The one behind it's pretty good, and there's another one sitting there. I have another stand that I got to put in. Bass strings on my P90. Yeah, it's not actually. It's a Les Paul style guitar. It's a Epiphone P90. That would be bad. Such bad jokes. Your cringe level. I don't know. All right, guys. Fuck that. Come on, we got a game coming up here eventually. What the fuck? Is it still going on? Game is still going on. Naturally, it's a 30-minute TVZ. I just missed it. Like, you guys don't understand. I'm late because I do sometimes. I don't much for reasons. Darkest Omega. Vet, Zoe. It's Fork. Well, Fork, I just usually call you. Sibba John was mad. Life's a baller. Hello. Oh, you're talking about quit smoking too. Feel free to send me Bitcoin, Zoe. Like I said, you're like, I'm not. He's like, fuck you, Dave.
Anyways, love me, Sims. Give me all your money.
We do accept most forms of currency. Preferably not Russian. Yeah, I like it. I think I got who. I don't know if somebody sent me this or Nina sent me this. I think Nina sent me this. One day I'm gonna bug Nina to cast with me. Trigger's too famous for me now. Does anybody remember when Trigger casted with Dave? Man, well, fuck you, Zoe. That's Cosmo Kramer. All right, hang on. Just a second. I'm going to change it back to this. The only player you know is Gref. Well, Kai Boys, these guys are like around the 5 to 5.2. These guys are on like 5.2K. I want to change the scene almost for a bit, just what I don't know when this game's going to be over. It looks like it's getting pretty over. These guys are really try-harding. It's pretty hilarious. It's 31 minutes in the game, and they're down to 39. Okay, 42. About 40 to 63 supply at that late in the game. All right. We got a match finally, folks. Now I can officially get stuff rolling. I'm going to do this as an indicator for me for the VOD. All right. All right. It is Matcherino time. Hi, YouTube. They won't see chat, unfortunately. All right, guys. We got a game coming up here, finally.
Imagine Terran.
Dave and Andy cast? Perhaps sometime. Perhaps sometime. I'll be honest, and I don't mean to be rude at times. Everybody's like, Dave, just get us in on some of this stuff. I have so many people asking me to cast, and at this point, when I'm in, it's just like, it's no offense to people, but there are other casters and stuff. I do believe I put enough time in where I've gotten a little choosy. No, we could do something for fun, I guess, sometime. But for tournaments, I think I've put in the time where I can be a little bit of a dick on that. Aw, Chelch. Chelch. Base as fuck, Chelch. Here we go, guys. And who won the last game? Let me check here. Thank you for the raid. Shit. I didn't see the end of it. It's yeah, okay. I didn't see the very end. I was just looking away for a second. All right, welcome everybody. This is the finals. Zoe versus Dave. Oh boy. All right, here we go. And it is... Let me get this fixed up here real quick. Here we are. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Waterfall, representing Alpha X. Give it up for Mr. Zurgy Zurg. It is Kaiboy. And his opponent in the bottom left. Give it up for Berserker Esports, Funcio. Oh, I'm sorry about the noise. Thank you for the raid, Coco Witch, and the sub, Majdi. Thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Anyway, we're just starting out here. Looks like a pretty standard opener. It's going to be a 16 hatch from Kaiboy. Kaiboy, I think I've covered for Vulcan Cup and when it was Legion Cup stuff for quite some time. All right, let's see here. We're just getting rolling. Though Dave can never have enough coffee, even though I've been up for a few hours. All right. I know I'm not really bouncing around here in the map because there's not too much going on. Decent Overlord scouting for Kaiboy, looking for Proxy Racks. It isn't a Proxy Racks opener. Probably going to be a Reaper Expand by the looks of it. We don't see a scout out of Funcio, funnily enough, just yet. He definitely... It wouldn't have hurt him doing... Okay, now he is. All right, that's not bad. He just wants to see if he can get a scout for a Roach Warren. It is going to be a Reaper Expand. Thank you so much, Coco Witch. If somebody doesn't mind shouting them out, would be appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Yeah, Legion Cup is now Vulcan Cup. PSISTORM Gaming had picked up the tab on it, as do other team support, or had. All right, anyway. Terran Does Scout is going to have the Reaper coming out. Marine follow up. Nothing too cheeky here. We got thank you, Veteran Gamer. Oh no, shout out Coco Witch. Oh boy, that's funny. No, I didn't say shout out whoever. Anyway, I did not mean to be rude. And Chelch. Shout out to Chelch after. Please and thank you. He was casting earlier. Guess he's tired. We do have a third hatch going down. And Reaper is still going to be annoying, but is going to live for now. We don't have a thrown away Reaper just yet. Pretty good for scouting for a Terran player. Anyway. Overlord postured over here. Thank you for the follow, Coco Witch. But especially Base Chelch is rated into. He's a great dude. Good friend of mine. Was hoping to be casting with him. It's okay. All right, anyway, we got a game to talk about here. Metabolic Boost is on the way. Reaper. Just getting some scouting information, but looks like it is going to be surrounded, and I think that Reaper, is it going to survive? Is it? Oh, it does live with just 6 HP. All right, third hatch about to pop here for our Zerg player. Naturally, it's 1-1-1 opener. We are going to have the tech lab. Curious to see the build. I think we may see a... No, I don't think it's going to be a Banshee opener. Yeah, he's going Viking. We might see... we'll see, but I have a hunch. Viking opener. We may see a Hellbat Marauder play. We shall see what happens. Hellions getting some work in. Yeah, $150 prize. It's definitely not too shabby. It's a hero player. How you doing, Sniper? All right, guys. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, get a little scout. It is going to be stem, actually. Oh, it's going to be a BC build. I like this. Extra cheeky from our Terran player. He is going for battle cruisers. So he's going to do a little swap Reno. It is not going to be stem. But he is going to go posture out with some Hellions. Be annoying. Let's see if we have a read from our Zerg player. He does have his 430 spores going down. 2 of them anyway. But he's definitely going to need some information or some anticipation of this. He's going into a Roach Warren just in case. But we'll see what happens here. This should be interesting. All right. 3rd CC just going down for a Terran player. BC on the way. Our Zerg player is not producing queens, which is unfortunate. You need like 100,000 queens. It feels like to kill 1 battle cruiser. Hello. But, you know, that's just an imagined Terran thing. All right, Creep Tumor is going to be cleaned up here. Let's see if these Hellions get some work done. The Queen slowly getting in. Decent drone. Oh, no. Oh, no. Actually, a little bit of strange micro from our Zerg player. He loses 3 drones so far. 5. Okay. Actually, that wasn't too bad. At least they were split up. It could have been a lot worse, but we do have ranged attacks on the way. Battlecruiser about to pop. And again, we didn't have Queens in production just yet. More gas going down. He does have 2... Well, now he has 3 spores, so... at least we do have spores in each base, but... I do believe we're going to need more than 3 queens. All right, I'm going to do something about the gifts. I'm actually going to turn the gifts off for this for right now, because this is a tournament. Thank you for the follow, Zoe. You are never following my channel. That's interesting. All right, Queen and Spore. Putting a little damage on the BC. Queens just kind of tickle them if there's only 1. And BC is getting some significant drone kills. All right, here we go. We do have more Queens coming. It is going to deflect the BC. 2nd battle cruiser in production with Yamato cannon. We do have Glio Reconstitution and Carapace coming down for our Zerg player. So he is going for a Roach headbutt. Is this going to be a mech? It is going to be a mech follow-up. So Funcio is going mech.
Imagine Terran.
So there we go. All right, BC has taken a bit of damage, and teleport is on cooldown, so it is not going to be able to bounce across the map. Creep Tumor is getting cleaned up. This BC is doing the work, so it is getting its value in. 12 kills in total, but decent defense from our Zerg player, to say the least. Another BC is out, however, so it is going to be quite annoying when he goes out with it, but it is going to be, again, a mech follow-up.
Imagine Zerg.
Hellion Hellbat tank. All right, we do have the Spire coming down, though. 2nd battle cruiser getting in here and getting more workers. Honestly, Kaiboy's doing a pretty good job at defense. So even though he did have a lower queen count for a bit, he got just enough out before. He is starting to produce some, but he's running out of transfuse energy. 2nd battle cruiser does take a bunch of damage. Oh no, he really needs to take care of this one. He could have got this with the 1 queen, I believe. Teleport is on cooldown. That's a little bit tough, maybe, because he's nervous, wants to deflect the 1 from getting more damage. But catching a BC would have been nice, because now it can just teleport back and get repaired. And we do have the 6 Hellions going down. Double armory for our Terran player. He's just now going to be starting upgrades. He is going into an eBay. I don't believe we're going to see mutas. We're going to see corruptors because of BCs, but it's not going to be BCs. It's just an opener of BCs. So realistically, oh, never mind. There are still going to be some, so I don't hate the corruptors, but it's a weird time where I wouldn't hate some mutas. I know everybody in chat's probably like, Dave, you don't want to go mutas. It's not for the battle cruisers. It's for all. It's just for all of the tanks and Hellions and Hellbats that obviously can't shoot up. But if you got corruptors and take out the BCs, you're going to find a lot of defenseless siege tanks. All right, vehicle plating +1 and armor are going down. We do have Flyer Carapace started for our Zerg player, who is on 1-1 for ranged attacks and Carapace for his ground units. All right, let's see what happens here. A couple of Yamato cannons are going to snipe a couple corruptors. However, the teleport's back. Not enough DPS to kill one of the BCs. Hellions trying to poke at a 5th base for Kaiboy. Kaiboy is going to be able to take care of this, though. There are some siege... Oh, the one siege tank on the high ground, that's it, is going to cause a bit of a problem. Ling scouting out at the 4th base location for Funcio. And where's that BC going? Oh, it's into the main. So we have a little bit of a multi-prong here. We got a couple of Hellions going in. That's not going to be doing much damage. BC is going to fight the Spore. Is going to kill it. But we should see the Corruptors come in. Okay, Corruptors are slowly flying back. BC actually going to get some more work done. But the Queens are here, and that was a teleport, so that is one dead BC. It is going to get a Queen. But ultimately, one of the battle cruisers finally falls. There's a random Viking going for a drop. I do like the Spine Crawlers because the Hellion Hellbat pressure. Oof. Damn, Fisherman. Yeah, I went to bed probably at like 8 a.m. At least. I can't remember. I was hella tired. Alright, anyway. Got a little bit of caustic spray action from our Zerg player. Hitting hard on the 4th CC. And he's out DPSing the repair, but one of the Corruptors is going to fall. I do think that was worth it, folks. The Roach Raft trying to get in here. Look at all the missile turrets. Oh my god, this would be so annoying for any Zerg player. Funcio is trying to get 2 command centers down with this battle cruiser trying to go in to get some value. Only 1 Spore still. And, oh, I love this. We're going into 11 Swarm Hosts. Let's go. Oh boy. Alright, we do have a group of 5 Hellions going to pressure in, but there is a lot of defense here for Mr. Kaiboy. Army supply looking in favor of Kaiboy for the moment. Swarm Host, ooh, 1 does fall to the tank. But this is going to be damn annoying for our Terran players still. Swarm Host taking out a tank, causing some friendly fire. Tanks forced to unsiege, kills another tank. So I'd say that was worth it for the 1 expensive-ass Swarm Host. And caustic spray going in on the CC. Oh no, he could be hitting a BC. But it's not. Oh no, the Corrupt is going down. It is alright, it's going to be Tank Thor now. Hellbat Thor Hellion. Or Hellion Hellbat Thor Tank. Mech. I could just say mech. Alright guys, bear with me. Dave's brain did a little scuff more than usual today. That said, we do have some CCs rolling in and some nice corrosive biles going down. And oh my god, the Swarm Host. Look at these locusts going in and getting some good work down. There's going to be a Greater Spire behind us, so there's going to be a transition to Brood Lords for our Zerg player who's just on more bases. Our Terran player trying to land this base. He's going to probably send 2 CCs in both locations. But Swarm Host actually was a good call. I personally don't hate it. We do have another battle cruiser in production, though. It's just going to be a problem. Our Zerg player is going to have to react accordingly. He's going for a 6 hatch behind this. So a 6 hatchery coming. We're starting to see some more Corruptors going in, but I think we did throw away the Corruptors a little bit on the Zerg side. Swarm Hosts do have some Locust available. Oh, and he's not paying attention. Oh, no, not like this. We have some Locust coming out finally, but he threw away a couple Swarm Hosts. Maybe he was hoping to be trading, but unfortunately... All right, well, that was probably a bit of not the greatest micro volume 7, and I'm talking about for both players. Meanwhile, the one Swarm Host does ultimately win. Swarm Host are really expensive units. CC in the upper left is going to go down. This is definitely a little bit of a scrappy game to say the least. But it looks like Kaiboy's doing it. He's actually pretty good against mech. Kaiboy now with the mineral bank. Before Fluency obviously had it. Building all those CCs. He's going into more Swarm Hosts. Let's heckin' go. Funcio, the Mushroom Man. Can he come back? He's going into 3-3 vehicle weapons and plating. Our Zerg player is going into flyer attacks +1 actually just now. And melee with +3 ranged attacks for his Roach Ravager Swarm Host. But I really don't hate him delaying the corruptor stuff because there's not going to be a ton of BCs. Yes, they have it traded out as well, but there's certainly way more ground army, and Funcio's army supply is about to come to an end. So some people would disagree with me. Most people would disagree with me, but I really like Swarm Host against mech. As long as you got some Ravagers and Corruptors. And the Corruptor Broodlord is a smart transition. But we are going into Pathogen Glands, so we're going to start seeing some investors after. And we'll see what happens. Alright. Wow, look at this Cyclone with just 1 HP. Isn't repaired. A Swift Breeze, some friendly fire from a tank. Or a misclick, and that thing is just totally dead. BCs are going to teleport back somewhere. Yeah, he's going to go defend his 4th base. But a lot of pressure from our Zerg player. Let's look at the trades so far. Not looking too bad in the last engagements. Yeah, Funcio is starting to take an army supply advantage, but the income obviously in favor of Kaiboy, as he's just been constantly getting bases. We're starting to see a bank again for Funcio finally, but Kaiboy certainly is just accumulating that wealth, which you kind of need to against mech. The trades have been really good for our Zerg still. I think the throwing away the Swarm Host earlier was extremely expensive. Yeah, you can't ask for better for Kaiboy, to be honest, against mech. He's playing it very well. But, you know, mech is extremely efficient. Usually, in this case, when it's well defended, or well aggressed against, I should say, you can do some good work. Oh no, why isn't he? He just needs to take out the BCs. Yeah, he threw away some Corruptors. He literally could have done more against the BCs. Now there's Thors. Corruptors are going to be traded out. I bet he needs them for Broodlords after. After what, you might say? Well, after all this battle mech little clumped up ball here gets dealt with. It's going to be for the Thors. The Thors obviously... Oh my god, the Corruptors are getting devastated, but the Banelings coming in hot, catching a lot of this. There's still a lot more Terran than Zerg. Kaiboy going in, trying to get more roaches. He's going into Neural Parasite. This could get interesting pretty quick. So, do we see some Infestors coming in? Still no Infestors in production, though. Man, this is rough. Unfortunately, the 3 BCs are helping against the Spines. The Spines are doing a little bit of impact here, but there are still some siege tanks with this army. Couple Hellbats, etc. I think our Zerg player is posturing for a counterattack, but you don't want to base trade a Terran as Zerg, usually. Some run-bys and stuff, sure. Oh no, Swarm Host is going to derp over here. It isn't the Planetary Fortress, though. It's just this 3rd base orbital. I like the drone pull from Kaiboy. Kaiboy's trying to take the 9 o'clock position base as all this is going on. Oh my god. That really, like, hurt me to watch those Corruptors just get absolutely shreked before. But I digress. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, there's not a whole hell of a lot that can deal with this army. I think if we had a... You have to kind of anticipate where the BC's going if you're trying to kill it with Corrosive Biles, but... It is what it is. He's hitting them all in the same... Oh, look at that! Does catch a few before it just lifts back home. Funcio able to get a 5th base behind us. He never finished starting to build this EC, though. Alright. Kaiboy's at a perfect 80 workers, which I don't hate. He's going to go reestablish his 3rd. It does have enough money where it's totally worth it. Our Terran player has mined out of basically 3 bases. Almost the 3rd's getting mined out pretty well, too. Meanwhile, our Zerg player kind of a little similarly in the same spot. Wait, oh my god, we did have some Infestors coming in for friendly fire with all of this. Naturally, I'm just derping away. And we missed the assimilation successful. The neural parasites going off on the Thors and stuff. So some of this mech army was really injured and damaged. Let's see here. Yeah, I do believe... That was actually worth. All right, funnily enough, we have some contested mining on each side at this base. Like, look at this. We got long distance mining from the 3rd. Siege tank going to come in, but a roach versus a siege tank. If he micros it a little different. Oh, no. He's not paying attention. He could have got one of the tanks. focus. Every tank counts. I don't know. Are we going to get into a game number 4? That's the question. Looks like Funcio might be in a good position to just pounce on Kaiboy. He's at a little bit of a disadvantage. He's trying to attack this with roaches. He doesn't really have anything to deal with it. No Ravagers, realistically. Lings would be pretty good, but obviously opening Roach Rev isn't a bad idea. It's amazing how many Terran SCVs fell. But Funcio is still actually in this. He does need to keep his army alive, though, because he's not mining that much. He doesn't really have that big of a bank. He has a huge gas bank, of course. But realistically, he's not mining enough. There are 2 bases for Kaiboy to retreat back to, so he can keep his economy up. He's really not able to get much, and there's nothing... Oh, Kaiboy, not like this. He's literally been throwing away Corruptors this whole game. He did have some valuable caustic sprays, but after every other one, I don't know why he was doing it. He should have targeted the battle cruisers, and they would have been a thing of the past, because Funcio has not had the economy to deal with much else, but now just the BCs, things are looking a little grim. That said, the Broodlords are going to go out. That's not a lot of Broodlords, though, and there are Thors on the field. However,
Big battle
they are
operational.
They are tied up elsewhere. Oh, my dear lord. Broodlords retreating back, try to fight the mech army, and the drones are going to pull away. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. The base is production, that matters. I'm more worried about these infestors dying as soon as they're produced, but we'll see what happens here. Hellbat's coming in, getting workers. Ooh, this is getting close. We're 21 minutes into the game, almost 22. And the trades do be scrappy. Not a lot of economy. It's a small map. I think our Zerg player might be doing it, though. I don't know. Army supply in favor of our Terran player. He's not really... He lost enough workers where, funnily enough, he's ahead on workers. So our Zerg player definitely has some workers here, but not... definitely is at a disadvantage of workers here. But unfortunately, what was left of his bank was spent because he had to produce stuff to take care of this. Sadly, that said, there's not any mining going on the fresher bases from Terran, so I really don't know what these extra workers are going to be doing if he's not going to put them down at his base in the southeast corner. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, Funcio with an army supply advantage. He is going into ship weapons as well. Finally, so he's got +2 coming. Not finally. He was focusing on the mech after the switch, but caustic spray is actually going to be valuable, but wait. Not really. Yamato cannons coming in, and these BCs are upgraded now. That would have been a good time to just attack the BCs. He keeps trying to kill bases with caustic spray. These are expensive Zerg units, and especially at a time where you don't have much... You really don't have much supply at all. Forget drones. He just doesn't have enough army supply or workers, so he is at a nice army supply, though. 69 army supply for Kaiboy. Really awkward state of the game. Yeah, this game is really strange for Mecha or not. I'm really confused at some of the decisions from both players. Infestors are revealed, but they actually can help if we get BCs in. Obviously with Thors, but BCs too could be pretty good. Truth be told, if we could change it up other than the Corruptor control, I keep going to the Zerg army. I'm sorry I'm bouncing around here. My hand's kind of fucked up today, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Corruptor's going out, and we'll see what happens here. Hellions go. Oh my good lord. These Hellions try to... Oh, look at this burrow. I love it. Cheeky, cheeky from Mr. Zergy Zergy. All right, guys, I'm going to sit up and try to fix my posture so my mouse doesn't keep derping around. But like I said... Whoa, look at that move. The teleport over here, and Kaiboy just gets the hell out of there. We do have another Thorn BC in production. A very low army supply. Theron is win income mule. Yeah. well, we'll probably see a mule hammer going down here in a bit, but what the hell is going on? BCs are going to walk right into, or sorry, the Overseer's going to walk right into the BCs. I think Yamato's on cooldown on the BC that's neural parasited. The other one getting a couple bits of damage too. Does target fire a tank. Oh, another BC is going to fall. Kai Boy actually trading that out pretty well, but he is still at a disadvantage. I mean, I guess it's just a really weird game. Honestly, this is close to call in whatever case you might be looking to do. Third hatch is going down here for our Zerg base. Again, Zerg play. I can't even fucking talk today. Why am I casting? Bring back Chelch. Bring back Chelch. Anyway, game going on. Love you, Chelch. Sorry. All right, this base. Well, nothing we could do better here. Literally, look at Terran. Definitely, yeah. It's definitely a bigger, better army. But the Lings are going to pick off these Cyclones over here and pounce right onto the production. Oh, look at this. BC's going to be teleported somewhere else across the map. Well, meanwhile, oh, God, that was some beautiful damage. A nice Yamato cannon, then a teleport. I love this out of Kai Boy. However, he's sadly going to lose 2 of the Infestors. The Sharks of the Zerg. Look at them. Don't they kind of remind you like a little bit like sharks? They're underground sharks. They're like ground sharks. All I wanted was sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their head. Well, you got them. They neural parasite laser beams. Hatchery at the 9 o'clock position is going to complete. And yeah, let's see what happens here. We do have a scan, and this base is going to fall. Oh, no, Kai Boy just can't mine, but he has more money than his Terran opponent. However, Funcio with 100 army supply and this very heavily entrenched base, which is absolutely guarded, is going to be a problem. Oh, no, all the Zerglings are going to fall. Mamma mia. All right, Fungals would be beautiful. Okay, we do have one Fungal. Was hoping for a massive Fungal, but we didn't get it. 12 drones going down, which kind of doesn't matter at this point. I mean, it does if they could be mining something, but he's not able to. Yeah, I think he's going to have to do something here. BC's going to do some work. How many Corruptors do we have? 8 Corruptors to 3 BCs, and we do have these Infestors. So if the Infestors catch this, I think the key is literally the Infestors. Because if he neural parasites them, which he's not going to be able to, unfortunately, the BCs teleport back at home. And we do have the battle map coming in. Thank you for the follow, Queen Daff. And yeah, this is going to be a bit of a cleanup here. I think we're going to see Funcio take it. We're going to be moving on to game number 5 pretty soon. I don't know what miracles Kai Boy's gotten planned, but we'll see what happens. I think he's thrown away his Corruptors too much. Oh, dear Lord. I like his style, but I don't know about this Corruptor control, chat. Oh, he does neural parasite the Thors. Can he get these Thors in on top of this? Okay, he's gonna friendly fire the Thors. Oh, he can't kill that last one. That's very unlucky. Damn, that almost was incredible. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades at 22 to 36 workers. I would say this was copium. But realistically, with Infestors, God's work can be done. I have no idea where those battle cruisers teleported to. I'm guessing any... I have no fucking clue. Hello? Battle... I think that was a misclick. They just teleported right in location. Oh no, we do have a friendly fire Yamato cannon. And the BC is going to be teleported. No. Oh, look at all 3 battle cruisers. Oh my god, they were all neural parasited. There's a very small Zerg army though. He's got Infestors in a dream. I don't think I've ever said that. No, I have, but it's usually against bio, and it's usually with Fungals. but it's infestors that a dream for neural parasites. But there's enough Terran here to just blow everything up and not a lot of Zerg. Do we have enough energy to start fucking with the battle cruisers? We do! We have 2-to-1 battle cruisers. The one's gonna try desperately to target flare. These infestors, oh, one of the PCs gets off neural parasite, but we have more energy. The scans are off. Oh no. This was cutting it close. GG is called, and Fuccio takes it in one of the weirdest games I've casted in a while. Probably next to Demi versus Geralt on Eternal Empire. Okay, we're going into game. Number 4. Zerg didn't have the upper hand at all, but there were times I think he could have ended it. But unfortunately, there was some corruptor control. I think I've got to change servers. Bear with me. No. It's 2-2. Peshkin. It is 2-2. And guys, again, I have to, because he was casting earlier, I'm doing this, and he's a good friend of mine. Make sure you give Chelch a follow. There we go. He's my Protoss compadre. I'm buying Bitcoin. Can't. Question mark. And how you guys doing? This is funny. Absolutely nothing we can do better here, right? A lot of chatting does go on in my stream. You missed the most degen Mario Erotica TTS last night, guys. Last night we had a lot of Mario Erotica in chat and some pretty fucked up stuff. Shouldn't be saying that in a tournament, but do I actually care? The answer is yes. I care about Mario Erotica. But not during tournaments. Alright, anyway. Moving on. Actually, it's a game... Am I wrong? It's game number 5. And I believe it's 2-2. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Data CD's nuts. Give it up for Kaiboy in the yellow. And we have some lag. Ruh-roh, Raggy. All right, Magnath is lagging us out. Give us a second. I just had to tease poor Magnath. Look, now I'm going to show a message here. Oh no. We're experiencing technical difficulties. And anybody that knows Magnath knows the meme.
Game paused.
Remake? No, fuck them.
Game resumed.
I don't care. All right. Oh, no, he said no, fuck him. Oh, for Magnet, yeah. Oh, wow, based as fuck. All right, anyway. Uncio in the upper right from Berserker Esports. Little bit of some unfortunates. I'm sorry, that was really stupid. Again, I would just reintroduce them, but whatever. We're already there. We're already going on. We got Gamers Gaming. We got a 16 hatch. We don't have Proxy Rex. Let's see what happens. All right. Do we have anything illegal? No, nothing illegal just yet. Is Funcio going to play a weird mech game again? Making Kaiboy mold, probably, if he does.
Imagine Terran.
Terran, am I right, folks? Or am I going to say Zerg? Am I right, folks? Anytime anybody wins, according to chat anywhere, the other race is OP. The winning one, you know?
Imagine Zerg.
But everybody be saying Protoss is extra OP now that we finally won another premier tournament. Oh, it's a best of 5 right now? It's best of 7 after. Oh my god. Sniper, am I wrong here? I thought this was a best of 7. Nothing we could have done better here, chat.
Imagine Protoss.
Alright, anyway, we're going to go on. Games ensuing. I like the SCV scouting. He's keeping it out for a little bit. He does see that it's pretty normal. He's going to try to get a... he's not going to go for a third hatch block. You really don't have to. I mean, you could use the Reaper and the SCV to just go for a third block, which is a pretty smart move. Let's see what happens from our Terran player. He is probably going to go for a reactor after. He's getting that factory down first. Not really in a rush for the reactor, so... I'm just interested to see what kind of play we get out of Funcio. And yeah, this Reaper's actually getting some good value, but is he going to throw it away? Reaper with 3 link kills is pretty nice. That's 75 minerals right there. And some preventing the scouting, all sorts of stuff for our Zerg. Just leaving 1 link. And he gets the hell out of there. Yeah, well done by Funcio. Off to a good start. Reaper has 4 kills. That is 3 lings and a drone for absolutely nothing so far this early in the game. Okay. He wanted to try to get a creep tumor or be annoying, but he's not going to get anything. And he's going to go up and be a little daring, running right into a queen. All right, bunker going down. Yeah, I think we're going to see something a little more standard this game. I could be wrong. Actually, he is opening with that tank a little early. Maybe just being a little defensive, though. He's probably annoying the high heavens out of Kaiboy. Wow, that Reaper's still alive. Is he going to go get some kills? There's not another queen in production here in the main, but there's a lot of gas mining, so I think our Zerg player is planning for possibility of mech, but it is going to be Marine tank. Tech Lab just finished up on the other side. Metabolic Boost is going to finish up. The Speed Link is there. Ah, that is 1 dead Reaper. That Reaper is not going to be staying alive. It is going to be a 3cc build, and yeah, there it is. It's Banshees. So usually when you see a 3rd CC going down anyway, it is going to be a Cloak Banshee opener from Terran. Sniper getting me nervous. I was right the first time. I was the best of 7. Thank you for verifying that for me, Sniper. I'm just teasing you. I knew that before, but like, I'll be honest, Chad, I didn't get enough sleep, so we're running on Boomer energy here. Okay, we are going to get the blind spores at each base. Not a bad idea, especially when you played against mech in a very strange game number 2. We do have a double Evo Baneling that's coming down for Kaiboy. I do like this because he has the layer first, so we will be able to get into centrifugal hooks and 1-1 pretty quickly. Our Terran player is actually just getting another fusion core. What? He's going into BCs again. Is this a debate in the mech? I thought we might have a little more standard of a game. He's opening Cloak Banshee, but following up with... Oh, God, yeah. Actually, fusion core or not, it's going to be scouted now. He's following up with a battle cruiser. Funcio with the weird builds. All right, we do have a nice... this was picture perfect against Bio from Kaiboy. I think he can still make things happen. He's going into Aspire. Scouted the fusion core. I think he can prepare a little better this game, but I'd like to see him with a little better Corruptor control here. Yeah, it's going to be mech again. For all of you mech fans. Oh, boy. Yeah, Zoe, no scam in chat, please. Guys, nobody give your credentials and, you know, credit card to Zoe Net Kappa. We're not, you know. She's totally serious. Yeah, this is going to make Kaiboy pretty mad. He's not in the Rochi boys, but he has gotten his Spire down at least, so he should be able to contend with the BCs for a bit. It's going to have Ling Bane, but it doesn't take much to get a Roach worn up. We do have more Spores. More Spores is going to be pretty nice for him. And he does have a good Queen Cow. That's actually a rough position for a battle cruiser to go in. There's only one Spore in this other location. The Sim City is going to work against their Zerg, though, for a minute. We don't have enough gas. Well, actually, we do have enough. We didn't have enough larva when you built drones for Corruptors. But the BC's taking a lot of damage this time, and still a decent defense from Kaiboy, who is on 4 bases. Our Zerg player, our Terran player, going for 4 CC behind us. He did do a greedy 3 CC build. I don't know. What? He's going into mutas. Hello? We're just now getting the eBay down, though. We might see some missile turrets go down soon, but we will have some Cyclones for defense. But usually you don't want to go muted against mech at all. I mean, the only thing he's hoping, what he's hoping to do is catch some workers, maybe catch some tech labs, a few units, maybe some tanks or something behind it. But he's not going to have anything to contend with the BCs, because you certainly don't want to fight battle cruisers against mutas, or with mutas. What the fuck am I saying today, guys? Thank you all for hanging out. This cast has been sponsored by the Trailer Park Boys, because that's exactly what I'm sounding like right now. For fuck's sake. I got an idea. Well, that Ling did cause some friendly fire. If Zerg... Zoe, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, guys. I want to give these guys a proper cast. Muta's actually going to catch some good worker kills because there's no missile turrets done yet. The BC's defending the third, though. Actually delaying some of the production for a bit is going to be pretty good for our Zerg player. He's trying to catch these. No, go for the SCVs. He could have fought in a line and kind of target fire these for a bit, but is not going to do so. That's about all he can do with the mutas. Cloak Banshee actually getting a lot of work done. He's going into Swarm Host against some triple hooks and ranged attacks. Mutas are here, but there's no Overseer. No Spore Crawler just yet. But he is going to need Corruptors after. Actually, if he gathers his army together with the mutas, even if it's... I would like some Banelings. Oh, some Swarm Host and pop. There we go. You could actually kind of body block with Swarm Host, not the Cyclones, but Hellions you sure as hell can. Or you can trap in the Cyclones and Hellions with Locust. But look at how good Locusts are against mech. Oh my god, 13 workers falling for our Zerg player. He's still ahead on drones.
Oh no, he has been moved.
But you know, actually Kaiboy now with a massive army supply lead. Just in a weird spot. There's not a lot of BCs in this game, so actually a good call. The Marines are going to do some... It's funny how bad Locusts are against Bio. So that is kind of going to help our Zerg player out a bit. Oh, the Mutalisk actually... No! Go for it! He can get it! Oh, he does! The Muta's chasing down the Cyclones. A little bit of missed micro, but at the end of the day, he caught right on. That was a nice catch for Kaiboy. That was almost disastrous, though. Okay, we have a lot of ground-only units that don't shoot up against the 1 BC. Oh, no. Oh, no, not like this. The swarm host. Not the muffins. He just wanted muffins. All right, the battle cruiser does go down. We do have the mutants trying to get some value, but there's a couple of missile turrets up now. It is pretty even on workers, so our Terran player's being extra greedy this game, and it's paying off for him. He is getting dividends on this mech. Let's take a look at the trades. It is 2-1 for our Terran, pretty much. Actually, what? That's, yeah, it is 2-1 for our Terran player on trades. Kaiboy still on the 5 bases. I would have liked to see him to take the... Okay, now he is, but I would have liked to see that a bit ago after he held the push. He did have the money for it. It is a little rough. I like the Nidus going down behind us. Queen's trying to fight this off. Buying time for the... Oh, it's Spines mostly. There's no Spore because it is only 1 battle cruiser. All right, the Ling Blaine try to come in here, but the tank line is going to defend this. There's a lot of unsieged tanks. Yeah, it's a tough call. He doesn't want to overextend into this, honestly, because he can throw away this whole army pretty quickly. The 2 mutas. The Chad 2 mutas with 1 kill each, but they're survivors. Trying to get some information at least and doing a good job of it. Funcio now with an economic leader. Zerg player about 50% down with his 6 base. And he is going into ranged attacks +2, flyer attacks, and melee. I'm glad that he's not going into Carapace. All right, we are getting into smart servos for our Terran player. And high-sec auto tracking's finishing up here, so he's going to have a little bit more range in his planetary and missile turrets. We'll see what happens. Kaiboy does still retain an army supply lead, but for how long? It is mech. But he's taking some patient, smart trades. Wherever the hell that Nidus was, it certainly got under our Terran's head. He's now sweating a little bit. Where was it? Oh, it's right in the middle of the map. Okay, so he can retreat back home a little quicker with the Swarm Host, Roach Ravager, etc. Maybe get Queens out. Oh, the Baneling's coming in, though. Let's see. Oh, just barely missing some of the biggest connects. 14 SCVs do fall, though, and we have 3 CCs lifted as a result. The Roach is getting a lot of work done. Only 1 Ravager with the army. Cleaning up some supply depots, but Funcio already still has the army supplier. Oh, nice defense with the Spines of the Queen. They're going to pay off a bit, but then we see a drone pull. There's not really that many drones over here. Kaiboy is 69 workers, but oh no, we lost to 69. These guys are just, again in the game, kind of back and forth on worker trades, but this game they're staying more even as they trade out. We do have a 7th base just popping for Kaiboy. Locust trying to get in here. Do they find some value? They're going to jump on top of the battle mech. Cyclone's falling, and they don't get the tank. But that was a pretty good job from our Zerg player. Oh, friendly fire actually helps kill one of the tanks. So he's trading out Lings. You want to do that. Kaiboy with a pretty decent bank, but he's been spending his money relatively well this game. Let's take a look at the trades now. Yeah, he's got some massive damage. Killing that planetary fortress was huge. We do have more CCs for Terran. They are orbitals, but that's going to leave them a little exposed for Ling run buys. Ling Bane run buys. And yeah, this isn't a battle cruiser heavy game, this one. One of the CCs going down. I do like that. It's going to be a hard engagement for a Zerg player. The Ling Roach Swarm Host are going to help. Oh no, he wasn't moving his Swarm Host too. I think there was a control group problem. Fion, how you doing? It was a half an hour. It was a 24-minute game, Fion. And Jesus Christ, drones are pulled again. We don't have this one battle cruiser though. The fucking Chad, 20 kills. It's the only battle cruiser built this game. This guy's probably the only guy I've seen go 1 Cloak Banshee into BC, but into mech. But Funcio does like his mech. He's kind of like Goldfinger from Austin Powers, but with mech. I love mech. Oh, that was the most underwhelming Corrosive Bile series I've seen since mine. Anyway. Big true Chad cruiser. Queen and Adaftaf, how you see? How you doing? Tripop phobia. Oh yeah. This swarm host action. True. Sorry, I don't mean to be talking to chat too much. Magneth, we blamed it on the pyramids affecting your internet. It was decided. Unlucky. Alright, this is all cleaned up pretty quickly, though, and... Poor Magneth. Just memes. We are just teasing. Well... Again, we're going to see the caustic sprays going on the CC. Well, Corruptors get thrown away. Kind of just dying into missile turrets in the BC. But that was a debate. Gross Spiles, again, missing the units. However, there is just one battle cruiser. Kaiboy's doing a good job. This game is actually going pretty... He's traded more effectively than Mech, and that's actually pretty hard to do usually. You literal siege an A-move army when you're playing Zerg, you feel like sometimes. You ran into... Well, also, hi, Fisherman. I know you got a lot of fishing stuff. I was trying to talk about the game, so I do apologize, guys. The regular guys that are just here. But I know you were doing some good fishing here. All right, let's see here. You had to get your ass up early for fishing, and Dave didn't make it staying up all night. Oh, Banelings going to catch more workers for our Terran player. Biles do catch a couple of the Thors as the Corruptors catch our Terran player out of position. It's only one battle cruiser, and I think Kaiboy gives no fucks about that BC. He's just more worried about having the possibility of, I believe Delos is a Protoss, correct? I've casted him a bunch, and I'm literally having a cloudy-minded day, you should say, today. 8th base is done for Zerg, and I think he's going to even go take an expansion over here. Nice creep spread, all things considered, from what happened this game. And he's going to have a 9th hatch thrown down. Kaiboy is just capitalizing on the fact that he has the entire map. He's going into pathogen glands again, going into flyer attack, so he is going to get some Corruptors out. We're going to probably see Broodlords. Did he get a Hive? He did. Funnily enough, one thing I didn't pay attention to, I apologize, he did get adrenal glands. I was like, those lings are pretty good, but I didn't notice it because I was too busy talking to chat. Anyway. Nice little attacks from our Zerg player. The Swarm Host and Roach is doing pretty decent. Ultimately not trading out the best, but still getting some of Funcio's army. That's the big thing, is taking out that Terran army. Got some Corruptors in production. We got Carapace because everything's pretty much maxed on the attacks, which you want against Mech. You really don't care about Carapace, but at this point you kind of want it later in the game. And yeah, Funcio is definitely one of the stranger players I've seen. He's a Mech player, which, I mean, it's Mech, but definitely brings us some interesting builds, as we've seen here. But the last game was definitely scrappier than this one, I think. This is looking very good for Kaiboy, to be honest with you. But this BC, oh no, he's just giving him free roaches. There's a Nidus right there. Why didn't he just go in the Nidus? All right, we got forward-facing Niduses, which are going to go down. The Swarm Host is going to come out and just die. No, not like this. The rest of this will be cleaned up, however. And, well, there's only a couple siege tanks. Oh, some aren't sieged. You want to jump? I would jump right on this with the Lings. Up, the reinforcements have arrived. Ling's trying to get a run by in here. There are Banelings, but he's not going to be able to make him. Terran is now out of position. However, the battle cruiser is going to be annoying. Oh, this BC is going to go down finally. I was going to see how many kills it got, but Ripperino, rest in pieces, battle cruiser. Caustic Spray can now do more work, but the Cyclones are going to be annoying. Actually, they're out DPSing it, but for how long? Because the Cyclones are picking apart the Corruptors. Okay, kind of awkward, smaller army from Terran because of how it's placed. You know, one thing I don't like? Kaiboy has not built Infestors in either of these games. Or not Infestors, he's built Infestors, Vipers, or Abducts. All right. We do have 2 hatches going down for Zerg. I don't think it matters, though. He's got some Corruptors out fighting the lifted CCs. These are all orbitals. And, yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. The Roachling fighting on this side. The mech army trying desperately to push across the map. It's not a lot of mech. It's going to do some serious damage. But I don't think it's going to matter. Where it's going to be a problem, I think. Oh, the Roach is smartly target firing that tank. He was paying attention for a second to some of this. Corruptors are going to go target the Viking. Going to attack the CC. Swarm hosts are out. I think Kaiboy takes this game in just a moment. G heckin' G. In a very scrappy, kind of cool, weird game. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit of cope right here from Funcio. He's staying in here. But he GG's. Kaiboy takes game number 5. He is up 3-2. All right. We're going to be alternating servers again. I need a moment. I hope the players aren't mad. I hope you're not mad, but I am a boomer. No, today I'm a little foggy. Walter. I'm going to tell them though. Oh, God, you're calling me. The Walter White. I'm going to ask them. All right. I'm taking a minute. Give me just a second, reality. All right. Thank you. I'll be right back. Well, guys, the players have gone on without me, and I'm going to hop right into it. Spawning in the upper... Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not even done. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner. He is up a point. This is match point if he wins from Alpha X. It is Kaiboy, who is going for a 16 hatch. And his opponent in the bottom right, presumably going to go a mech again. We'll see. Representing Berserker Esports, it is Funcio, guys. Bear with me. You guys think that bothers me? You know, Sniper, you know, you do a bunch of casting. Reality knows, but you guys don't understand how much casting I've done. It is no problemo. It's just kind of, you know. It's kind of what it is. So I hate to bail on you guys. I'm pulling a silent ghost. For those of you guys who remember the goat ghost, you've casted at least one game. Oh yeah, not here. I mean, in general, I'm not saying today, Gildlin. Gildlin, how you doing, you man? You fucking sexy son of a bitch, you. Today is Dave Uncensored, Unfiltered. I'm making coffee. Did I actually cast though, Gildlin? Now that I think about it, I was talking to chat. More SUVs going for Scout Overlords. Going to be the perverts that they are, trying to peer into their opponent's base. But there's no pervert pillars. It's going to be Reaper Expand again. But is it going to be mech? Oh, in my entire life, I've casted one game that you recall. Yeah, I've only casted one game. It was Joe versus Your Mama. That's who I casted. That's the game Gildlin remembers. Joe Mama. Anyway, Reaper actually not gonna get as much. Oh yeah, actually this is but no. Beautiful save from Kaiboy here. That was no kill Reaper so far. Queen's not doing anything. Hello. Okay, now we got some damage going down. It was Joe Mama versus these nuts. These nuts. True. Absolute facts. All right, CC has completed, and it is going to be a one-on-one opener again. Nobody's surprised here. I am surprised from Funcio that we've not seen any like proxy 3 racks or 2 racks or something. Truth be told, it is going to be a Hellion opener again. I'm going to see a Tech Lab come down. And more Battle Cruiser Banshee openers into mech. Let's see here. I think we're going to still see more. Yeah. We're going to at least see a Banshee opener. Could be... This is a good map for a 3cc build easily. Like, you can kind of sneak one out pretty easily no matter what you're doing as Terran. I do like the Roach Warren this time from Kaiboy. Kaiboy with the link speed. He's still open and mostly standard, but he is going into a Roach build. Probably a wise decision, but watch me be wrong. Watch us all be wrong, chat. Funcio may go into bio, but I don't know about you guys. I'm a little bit of a doubter here on that. Let's see if he takes his triangle third or his pocket. But he is at least opening with the Banshee opener. We'll see if he goes into bio. Not 100% sure. Hellion's pushing across the map. Reaper kind of holding position here, but not really doing much. It is going to be a battle cruiser after Banshee opener again. More mech from our Terran player. Is going in for a Hellion run by, and I think he's going to get some pretty good value. The drone's going to fight some of this off. Actually doing a good job. The Ling's going to catch the rest. And actually, that was a brilliant save from Kaiboy. Actually, and pretty incredible from our Zerg player. He's going to push right across the map with roaches. He's like, oh, we know we're going to see some kind of Sky Terran coming here. Is going to verify it. It's going to be 2 Banshees. We don't have Cloak. Fusion Core just finished. But, okay. That Ravager morphing isn't going to do much. He's going, oh my god, the Banshee doesn't go to kill it. That was a bit of a blunder from our Terran player. All right, 1 Ravager. Okay, 2 Ravager coming in for Corrosives. Jebaited. This is the kind of play you want to see against Mech 2, in my opinion. Though the Banshee's going to help out quite a bit. He's cleaning up bunkers. He's cleaning up SCVs. This is all counting. He's targeting more of the SCVs and frees up some supply. It's just going to be Banshees. There's no BC because there's not been enough money, I think. And it's only a 2cc build. This is going to set back our mech player quite a bit at the least. We do have more Lings in production. However, the roaches are going to be cleaned up. I think this is going to be the end of our Zerg push. Yeah, he's going to go into Spores behind this. Did he get a scout? Yeah, he sees the Fusion Core. He 100% sees the Fusion Core. Even microing to the last drop, if you will. I'm totally not making coffee now. I'm totally not going to disappear from chat. Kappa. We'll see what happens. The game could be over if I move. Shiny, what's up? And yeah, it is 39 to 24 workers. Our Zerg player is going to just start droning up after. Kaiboy made some very smart moves, but he definitely wants to drone up and try to macro behind it. This has definitely been a lot more on the micro side. These are some very injured SCVs, however. And Truth be told, I wouldn't hate a Baneling Nest after this. But oh my god, it's going to be Hyperflight Rotor Banshees. He's even skipping Cloak. He's going doubling down on Banshees for a minute anyway. But he knows his economy's pretty hurt here. Just 2 CCs. It is a 3 hatch Zerg. Let's see what happens here. Banshees. Definitely going to get some work done, but there's no Cloak. So that for a while before Hyperflight Rotors is done, the Queens alone could probably catch him and clean him up. And the Banshee count's going to be very important for our Terran player. And again, if Kaiboy takes this, which is looking very in his favor for the moment, we will see him advance to the grand finals. That being said, we do have a double Evo coming before the lair. No Baneling Nest just yet. I know it's Sky Zerg. I know people would be like, maybe that's not the call, Dave, but I really think Banes would be good here too, because you could just end it possibly at the right moment from how much damage he's done. Hellions getting a little more drone kills than they should. Actually, let's see, realistically, Kaiboy's still done more work. The Terran's still on 2 CCs, and he is just going to pump out, literally, he's been doing very little in SCV, and he's just pumping out a Banshee at a time, getting a few Hellions when he can. But our Zerg army's obviously not that great either. He does have a 4th hatch, though, and that's not too bad. So he is increasing his production. But it's not really too much. Realistically, this is not going to do anything, this army. Guys, give me just a second. We're going to leave it right. We're going to follow the Banshees. All right, we're going to follow the Banshees. I'm going to refill the coffee for the first time. We're going to put that up here. And yeah, Hyperflight Rotor Banshees coming in hot. But I don't think it's going to matter. Spire's going down. Queens are in position. I've been casting this with no game sound. This is amazing. This is officially one of the most scuffed fucking casts I've had, but I love it. This is a great game. I love Kaiboy's reaction. I love the fact that Terran somehow could come back from this because, you know, let's look at the trades now. Yeah, that's goddamn close. But it is a 4-base Zerg to a 3-base Terran, and he's even going to maybe get a delay for a second. Just a second. 2 seconds. Ah. Yes. Casterman's back. That's so funny. Nobody even commented that I had no sound this game. That's beautiful. Good job, chat. I love it. Absolutely nothing we could have done better here. On all of our parts. All right, we got some overseers. The Queens are going to be helpful for this. Banshee's going to be damn annoying. And, yeah, Hellions trying to get some damage done here. Let's take a look here now. It is 68 to 55 workers. Mule's doing their job, trying to buy our Terran player more time. But a lot of this army's been deflected. Corruptor's now out. And guess what? There's nothing that shoots up for our Terran player, ironically. But Hyperflight Rotor Banshees are going to kite the Corruptors. However, they aren't going to be able to cloak forever, and Overseers are out. So these Corruptors are just going to defend the Roach Ravager, which are just going to come and pulverize. There are siege tanks, however. Corrosive Bile's landing. Roach is trying to jump on this, but everything's kind of clumped up. We need to target the tanks. Is there another... Oh, he's not biling. Okay, he does land a bile. That last tank is cleaned up. And our mech player is just now getting up some factories. but he only has the 3rd CC just landing. He's losing more workers. I think we're starting to see the beginning of the end. +1 flyer attacks are on the way. Where are those corruptors? Question mark? They're, the 2 Chad corruptors are nowhere to be found. Okay, they're right here. He really should be kind of camping around his army to try to get anything done against those Hyperflight Rotor Banshees. It is 5 of them. Caustic Spray's going down. I think he should target the starport. If he's going to do that, but I just am absolutely bewildered by Kaiboy's decision making in some of this. He's doing a great job, and then at the same time, it's a little questionable. Okay, this corruptor, he does have one of the corruptors going to kill a CC, and this CC looks like it's in jeopardy. We do have 8 corruptors finally coming behind this. We have a 5th hatch, and our Terran player is getting absolutely pulverized here. He's down to 11 workers to 74. He's on mech in a dream. I mean, Hyperflight Rotor Banshees are like speed DTs. They're just not perma-cloaked. Yeah, GG is called. And Kaiboy takes it in probably one of the strangest series I've seen in a minute. GG's. How you doing, Sondo? Gee, Sondo's up already. I ended up doing lunch. I was so late. It was lunch, but I didn't get enough sleep either, so that's good. All right, it's finally over, Magnus says to chat. Finally, we're done with ZBT. How you doing, Pika? How you doing, everybody? Tater Tutor, by the way. I didn't mean not to say hi. Chat, be having fun. Dark still here. Beyond Mage D, and of course Gildlin, my boomer bro. Bruh. We're done with the ZV mech. That's all right. So we got Kaiboy versus Zelos in the grand finals. So it was winner of Kaiboys versus Funcio. Kaiboy versus Zelos. Actually, going to update this grand finals. True. You know, you're a team owner, Gildlin. We got to get a hold of Farrell and get you into the top secret elite society of me and Farrell, who have not got to hang out with Farrell in forever. Farrell Berserker. It even has a clan tag, and you know what that is? It's Boomers. Or it's Boomer. Get off my fucking lawn. That gamer could be in there too. And he is a boomer. Get off the shed! Chat calling me Walter White again. Bad job, Magnus, in reality. You're grounded. Kaiboy's currently taking a small break. No problem. He's like, I had to play against Mac for like literally an hour and a half. Nika, I'm grounded. Mr. Pog Squirrel. I think you might be going through a few other things with it. So get your. I know you want to talk about that, but just try to do what you can.
Magnath10 says let's make some Walter White X Mario fanfiction chat. Let's make some Walter White X Mario fanfiction chat. Let's make some Walter White X Mario fanfiction chat.
Oh no, we're into...
Let's make some Walter White X Mario fanfiction chat. Let's make some Walter White X Mario fanfiction chat.
Well, luckily it's 100 characters. If you guys understand what this mug is, you know where I got this from? I got this from my... I don't know. I know my commands don't have all the text stuff now. And on these scenes, we don't have all the GIFs. All the GIFs, but...
He's got himself a good old He's got himself a good old right on in. Coming
there
right
you go.
On in.
Double yeehaws. This ladder equals the kitchen. The Yeehaw Emporium. Got this mug from the Yeehaw Emporium. From Old Man Chicken Man. Probably one of my best mugs I have.
He's got himself a good old yeehaw coming right on in. He's got himself a good old yeehaw.
I don't think we've had this.
Right on in.
And that is, for those of you who don't know who does that yeehaw, I don't know, a random shout out to the guy who doesn't have the time to stream as much, my buddy Montana.
Yeehaw coming right on in.
A shout out to Chicken Man. But if you want to see my merch, we're going to take a minute while we're waiting for... I don't usually sell this. People don't usually buy it. Nika bought he and his girlfriend.
Magnath10 says, well played, Walter White.
Take a look at my merch.
Fought valiantly, but alas it was the opponent who was superior this game. His macro was flawless, his micro impeccable, his decision-making quick and his willpower unassailable. I suggest you watch the replay and take notes of his playstyle. Encountering a player of such caliber on the ladder is an exceedingly rare occurrence. You should consider yourself lucky.
Nice, Magnus. Nice. Nice TTS. Yeah, Walter White didn't, you know. Or my opponent didn't. Hmm? Shout out, Dave. You gotta do what a Zergs do best and morph into a lurker while I clean the house. No doubt.
Spawning here in the bottom right-hand corner of Ephemeron, playing with the blue Protoss probes. We are looking inside of the main base of Dave Testa.
Motherfucking piece of fucking shit! Goddamn fucking shit!
Wait, I have the same stuff on... Oh, I know why this is happening. It's the scene names, I think.
Z6 says it's not Dave, it's Av.
Z6, it's funny. That's how it's pronounced your name. It's Dave. It's like bang. It's like bang.
Heckin' Protoss.
All right, I'm now just having fun with you guys because that's what we're doing right now. We're waiting for Kai Boy to rest his hands after probably 2 hours of playing, at least 2 hours of playing against Mech. Man, this scene is so scuffed up.
Sibber John says, wah, wah. Magnath10 says, good evening, chat. My name is Paul Timber, a lawyer with Rayner, and Duke Law Firm. I am here on behalf of Mr. David Testicles in regards to a class action lawsuit against Blizzard Entertainment, LLC. We are looking for Protoss players who have been emotionally and mentally damaged due to the unfair mechanics presented by the Terran race. Please reply with your name and number and we will forward you more information. You may be entitled to monetary compensation.
Good job, Magnath. Anyway, we are going into our game here. We got a lobby started. Waiting for Kai Boy and Magnath. Good job, Magnath. Hydrate. I forgot to grab water, too. Barely any left in the fucking bottle, but whatever. We gaming gamers.
Sorndo _ says 1 in every 200 men alive today is a relative of Dave Tester. An international team of geneticists has made the astonishing discovery that more than 16 million men have the same male Y chromosome as the great Protoss leader. It is a striking finding. A huge chunk of modern humanity can trace its origins to Dave's vigorous, merciless conquest of SC2 ladder.
Hey Magneth, nice ass. Barry McCockner. 420 666 69 69. Fuck. Sondo, good job too. These are
Magneth 10 says implementing cheese and all-ins in your ladder games is actually very smart. This is something that previous programmers such as Lee Flash Young Ho and Kim Bisu Taekyong have done with success on multiple occasions. As a matter of fact, this is how they rose to fame and prosperity in the first place.
Alright, let's see
Certain
some
players tend to detest cheese, but this is most likely just a defense mechanism to help cope with their lesser micromanagement skills.
Alright, good job, guys. If I was laddering, I would probably be having...
Sordo _ says I used to work as an SCV with some low-life commander. Artosis, I think. One time we got swarmed by the Zerg so hard
we got the Artosis
Then he
TTS
calls
now.
me into his dirty 2x2 office and starts berating me, saying we lost the station because I didn't build the building he wanted,
Artosis
which he
Pastas
never
are
asked
welcome.
me to build. He threatened me, saying he was gonna send me scouting cross-map.
We're shit-talking Artosis now,
Others
I love it.
told me he is always blaming others for his mistakes. Glad I switched jobs since T.
All the pasta, indeed. Oh man, I like the original ones. I like the Mario erotica illusions.
Magneth 10 says I had that game won. Yells Dave Testu as he hotkeys out of his latest ladder game. The pain diffuses through his body, his attention drifting towards the chat. Dozens of messages scroll by in seconds as Dave Tester's speed reading takes effect and he zeroes in on one line of ignorant advice. Like an ant carrying a leaf back to the mound while the shadow of a toddler's shoe envelops their body, guy in chat smiles, wrapped in the blissful ignorance of his evisceration mere seconds Zephyr.
Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, beautiful shit. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Man, oh man, this is some funny stuff.
Z6 says hello there. I'm Dave Tester, not to be confused with Chuck, nice to meet ya. I've been an IT professional for about 15 years, and previously a musician and recording engineer. On Twitch, by and large I'm known for my StarCraft 2 shenanigans, my semi-unqui play style, casting of replays,
Wow.
tournaments,
I just
and
realized
team
that was
leagues,
misspelled.
and seemingly eternal
Thanks,
diamond
Zoe.
ladder rank. Oh, and I have 2 cats. Sorndo _ says handsome and athletic, Dave Testu undergoes a government-sanctioned surgery, which rebuilds several of Dave's body parts with machine parts, making him cyborg-like. When he recovers, his machine parts enable him to have superhuman vision and APM, as well as other powers. With these powers, Dave goes to work for the Office of Scientific Information, battling ladder trolls for the good of Twitch chat.
Good stuff. I think we're getting closer.
Magneth 10 says, do you want to hear another joke? Said Dave Tester. Well, sure, let's hear your new material, said the 3500 Terran Master. What do you fucking get? screams Dave, when you combine pylons not building, with the probes not going where I fucking told them to. Dave's face is red. Minus 30 mmR? Says the unranked 4900 Terran. You get what you fucking deserve. Screams testicles, and he types quits the match.
Oh god. Well, we're almost there, but that said, I think I got a little TTS for you.
Dave Testusk says Dave Testusk types has left the game. Sibber John says robotic spay. Freesenpies says Dave Tester has a chode, the smallest chode there ever was. Saundo_ says I see a lot of people blaming Dave's casting on this or that, but it really comes down to that he isn't casting as well as he usually does. He's been making a lot of mistakes that he usually doesn't, even compared to this year in the Chicken Man / Tester Cup cast. He could be choking as he speaks, or drunk, or whatever. He is simply not casting up to his usual standard. So if anyone wants to cry bad cast, these games are not the hill to die on. His co-casters casted well and Dave did. This underscore veteran underscore
my goodness.
BBC. Incoming.
Soon this becomes Artosis like stream SW Pro True.
Fear not Dave. As a former GM rank Terran player, I have advice for you. My good man, have you considered building a fourth base before the 25-minute mark? And I say, good sir, perhaps you should deny your opponent bases rather than pushing into his natural. Don't worry, my fellow StarCraft player, you'll get the hang of it someday.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. One day, I mean, we're a step closer. I got a Liquipedia article. Maybe one day I'll be on teamliquid.net on the sidebar, huh? We're just waiting here for a bit for Kai Boy to get done eating. We'll have a match. For some reason, I have a little bit of a headache.
Agnath10 says, good evening, chat. My name is Terry Animber, a lawyer with Tassada, Phoenix and Zirachel law firm. I am here on behalf of Quick in regards to a class action lawsuit against Blizzard Entertainment, LLC. We are looking for Protoss players who have been emotionally and mentally damaged due to the unfair mechanics presented by the Terran race. You may be entitled to salt compensation.
Oh, God. No, I don't play Age of Empires.
Underscore says handsome, well-meaning and a super strong supercaster, Dave gets his strength from drinking ladder tears. Before he drinks, Dave is a young boy who is keen to keep his alter ego a secret. His best friend is an invisible man who brings tears when they are needed for extra strength. Whatever the challenge, wherever the cast, he is ready, Dave Tester.
Oh, man.
Big battle cruiser operational.
Reza, you just missed out. I'd appreciate if we hold off on the TTS. I was just about to message you. You've missed out on the best TTS session since, like, oh my God. Fresh 808, thanks for the gifted sub. Let's go. All right, guys, this is a best of 7, and it's another ZVT. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Inside Now in the red. Give it up for Platinum Heroes, Zealous. And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Alpha X. Give it up for Kai Boy. A little TVZ. And yeah, we'll see what we got going on here. Well, welcome, Reza. Big battle cruiser up. You missed a lot of battle cruiser games too. Thanks for the follow, Scribs. All right, anyway, Zelos not really rushing for his barracks. This is interesting. Is he going CC first? No, he is going CC first. So we may see a 2-1-1 follow-up. A bold move. He's not going for scout. He's going CC first. An OG build. But honestly, pretty smart if you know your opponent well. Kai Boy's not really the cheesiest Zerg usually. So this could be pretty good. Alright, let's see what happens here. He is going... No, he's not going for scout. He is going for the Turax. And just now getting his gas. That's the thing. You're going to be delayed on gas. You're going to be delayed on production. But you're going to have a pretty big econ spike. And he's going to be able to pump out some mariners. It's going double gas, actually. Okay. But with the high SCV production, he might be all right. If Kai Boy's all the wiser to this, though, he could potentially exploit this. We get a stiff supply block for a second. Hatch is going to fix it. That was not too bad, actually. So no real supply block for Zerg. He's already planned for it. It's 4 lings, 2 queens, standard opener from our Zerg player. But a cheeky build from our Terran player was scouted. I like Cowboy scouting this game. He knows what is up. He's going for his third like normal. And yeah. Queen's about to pop. He's pulled off gas except for 1. Pretty standard. And we got the reactor tech lab going down for a Terran player. So we should see either some fast stem or is he just... Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, he's going for some fast stem. Should see a factory going down here in a second. We'll see, though. Very late scout. Realistically, with the scout, yeah, you want to check for a third and where the third is from your Zerg opponent. He does sniff it out. And is just going to return home. Overlord's out of position from seeing the SCV, so the Lings aren't going to engage it just yet. These Lings are just kind of sitting here. I don't really like that from our Zerg player. There we go. There's the factory. So he is just going to be pumping out Marines for a bit. That being said, we do have 6 drones in production. Got the drone machine going for a minute, which isn't too bad, but the factory's going to finish. We're going to see the starport. And maybe a little swap Reno after enough Marines are produced for... I don't know, he might get yet another reactor. We'll see what happens. Before the starport's built. Meanwhile, our Zerg player is finally going to go out and get some more information. He does take a little bit of a beating, but he is going to return back to the pervert pillar. Does get more information. And there it is, the 2-1 going in as planned. There's the reactor for the little swap between the starport and the factory. So we're going to have Medivacs, 4 Lings coming in. Actually getting Marine kill, and that's about it. They really can't contest much here. 3 Queens in production. So realistically, depending on where he attacks, that is the problem with 2-on-1 is if our Zerg player knows how to deal with it, and he does, you get a bunch of Queens, you get some Lings together. And you can usually deflect it pretty well compared to the old days. Combat Shields is on the way from our Terran player, but it's only 1 Medivac in production. These are just stim Marines with no Medivac just yet. All right, second Medivac is in production. Queens grouping up. Do we have... Okay, we're getting a lot of Lings in production. Our Terran player is going to back off for a moment, waiting for the Medivacs. I'm assuming. There he is. And there goes the 3rd CC. All right, I don't hate the Roach Warren, truthfully, but it is against Bio. That's the thing. It's going to be a lower siege tank out, and... I don't know. I think a Baneling, that's probably would have been a little better and more of a standard setup. We'll see what happens. He's not going to be greedy and get a 4th against this, I don't think, immediately. He may, but... Nah, he's going into Carapace. He's getting that Roach Warren, like I said. Does have a good amount of Lings, and the Queens are going to come join the army. Nice surround. Hello. Beautiful surround of the Lings, but our Terran player does pick up most of it. He did lose 4 Marines here. Hello, Kaiboy? You're staring at the army? They were very red barred. He could have got some kills. I don't know why he waited for that. Okay, he's waiting for more medevac energy to drain. But does clean up most of the first medevac. And yeah, the Zerglings have a little bit of ADD. They're going to go attack the rocks. And yeah, another reactor in production. Stim and combat shields are done for our Terran player. Overlord's going to go down from the medevacs. Kaiboy not going for a 4th base still. He is going to go take the 5 o'clock position base. And we will see. Oh, it's 1-0 for Zelos. Thank you. Yeah, he got the win because he is on the upper bracket. So, Kaiboy is the winner of the lower bracket. Thank you, Magnus. So he does start with a 1-point advantage. Little slight repair on the medevacs. We're going to see a little drop coming down. 1-1 going down for Terran. But we are going to have ranged attacks, glial reconstitution, and Carapace coming. I think we had a read, possibly, that there's going to be Rochi boys, because we have concussive shell marauders and armory going down, though. There are a lot of tanks, so this is going to be helpful for our Terran player. Tanks against Roaches could be all right. But, you know, Ravagers do be good. If it's Ling Ravager, that's pretty nice. The double medevac going to go catch an Overlord, trying to get some creep possibly. Oh, he's just going to run into the main. Not a lot there to defend, but guess what? We got some Roaches coming in, and Macro Hatch as well from Kaiboy. Kaiboy's going for timing. He's at 65 drones. So we're probably going to see a massive Roach printer. I like these spores. Obviously, the Overlord tipped where the drop is. I like the decision to take this bottom right base. Yes, it messes with your creep a little, but he's going to have more creep on the right side of the map at first. When you're against the 2-on-1 opener, obviously you're going to see some drops. I think he has read the style of our Terran player quite a bit. I don't like these queens marching off creep into tanks, though. Oh, no. Not like this. And with the queen nerf, they cannot transfuse. SCV is going to be annoying for a minute, but they're going to go down. We had an attempted Ling run by, but nothing goes down there. That said, 17 workers fell because, oh my god, the Ling run by actually is massive. However, the main base is taking quite a beating for our Zerg player as well. More SCVs traded than drones, but Corrosive Bile is going to land. Oh, almost killing the medevac, and it's probably... No, he sees the spores. Great reaction. Look at this one has 1 HP, the other with 14. Queens, oh my god, the Queens just clean it right the hell up. Very unlucky for Zelos. Oh my god. Let's see what's going on here now. This is a little bit of a banger here, honestly. We had a couple weird things happen, but still, I'm liking this. Oh my god. Ventral Sac Overlord. We don't have pneumatized Carapace, though. So eventually, by the time units are already here, or missile turrets, that Overlord will go with 4 Roaches into the main base. We do have tunneling claws coming, and Burrow synchronized together quite well. Yeah, actually, well, the Roaches luckily were not too far off, so they were able to clean up. So, oh, never mind. This is a dead. Yeah, that was probably not the best call we could have done. He was trying to get this timed out so it'd work with the burrowed Roaches, and I think we had a little bit of a bad decision here as well. That is an expensive set of losses for our Zerg player. Holy heck. Nothing we could have done better there, chat. He selected the wrong race at the race selection screen, I think, against that. No, I'm just kidding. Chad move a step. Yeah, good move, Reza. Good job. Defi is absolutely correct. Anyway, the Marines and Marauders pushing in pretty heavily stemmed. Only 1 medevac there. 2 more going to join, but they're kind of drained a little bit or just didn't retain enough energy. The Evo chambers are in jeopardy, however, as the upgrades are very likely to be denied. However, the Roach Ravager coming in a surround are going to clean some of this up. Medevac's taking a bit of a beating, and these 3 Spore Crawlers can help out a little bit. Okay, we do have some Marines regrouping in the middle of the map. There's a lot of creep here. The Roach Rab going to come back in again. Hopefully they don't fall into the bio meat grinder again. Oh no, they're clumping up right in siege tank flare range. Do dodge it for a second. We do get a corrosive bile, not two, on the tank, but ultimately it is cleaned up. There is a little bio hit squad still remaining, of course, from earlier. Some queens to defend. The medevacs are out of position. There's no A move from Terran. Oh my god, these queens actually might do something if he's paying attention. No more energy in the medevac means this Marauder is going to fall, but more importantly, our Zerg player getting some heavy damage on the other side. Not a lot of army here, though, for Kaiboy. But again, it was a small paltry. Oh, God. That went absolutely disastrous for Zelos. But we still got a game, guys. This is a 4-base Zerg to a 3-base Terran. Now take... Oh, actually, has his 4th. He's getting a planetary fortress. He is slightly down on workers. He's going into +1 vehicle weapons. Our Zerg player does... Oh, it's an even upgrades, actually. But we're going to start seeing +1 for tanky boys. Just a couple lings to be annoying over here, but that planetary fortress is going to finish soon and clean it up. Mule and SCV are going to, well, just the Mule going to go down. Wait, that ling slowly, that memory, oh my god. That Zergling got hit by the concussive shell Marauder, and that'll be that. Oh, look at this, the Roach split. Let's go. Burrowed Roach is coming in with the tunneling claws. Going into the natural after all this aggression before. Scrappy game, but some cool strategies. I don't know about that pneumatized carapace, you know. Oof. Vito, how you doing, buddy, by the way? And Scary Harry Mary. Jesus, this game. All right, 5th hatch is going down. And 26 workers fell as well. It's now 39 workers for Zelos. Which doesn't matter when you have mules. We'll find out. These are the days of our stim A move. Well, we did get a hive behind this on Kaiboy's side. He is going into Vipers. He's getting a Baneling Nest just now going into Hydras. So a good time to lurker transition, but he's not on a lot of hatcheries this game. And the Roach Rab is really costing him a lot of money. So he's transitioning into a style that usually you want more stuff. The Lurker Den has completed muscular augments on the way. We don't see seismic spines, to my knowledge. Nope, he never researched it. Just verifying. But Lurkers against as many Marines and only 1 Marauder, 2 Marauders on the other side is going to be pretty good. There was a 3rd over there, but whatever. I like the cheeky burrowed lings. We're going to have a Baneling Nest after too, but some of this creep is going to be dealt with. That said, our Zerg player's posturing to the other side. And he's trying to debate the Terran player into some lurkers. That said, Adaptive Talons is being researched first. And behind it, our Terran player just pumping out Marines and tanks because that's all he can do. He's lost a lot of economy through this. As much as he has 4 bases, he has to take some time to make some SCVs because he kept losing things, having to lift the CC. Let's take a look at the graphs. The army size obviously in favor of Zealous for the moment. The income has been very, very much messed with. So Kaiboy's been doing a fantastic job of being annoying. Lings are scouted and are going to go down, forcing a scan, though. That's 1 less mule each time he's doing that. So all these scans being forced out behind the death of all those SCVs and lifts of the CC has been absolutely valuable to our Zerg player. Adaptive Talons not quite done, and we do have +3 Carapace finishing up. Adaptive Talons is going to pop pretty soon, so he's going to be able to make some zoomy lurkers. And the Lings are just going to disintegrate. Oh, this 5th base is really much needed. And guess what? There's a big Terran force on both sides. Is he going to cancel? I don't think he's going to be able to cancel that. No, he's not. That's going to be 300 minerals down. A canceled base. Nice parasitic bomb on the medevacs. Baneling doesn't find a lot of value. Okay, our Zerg is totally defenseless at his 3rd base location. It's getting mined out pretty good, but still, he's going to lose a lot of drones. But then again, look at lurkers. Oh, it's not so much that. He's down to 3 bases now, and that is very sad. He does have the macro hatch, at least, for production. So I guess that's something, and he's going into +3 ranged attacks for his lurkers, for the remaining roaches, for his hydras. And let's see the total upgrades. Yeah, he only has +1 melee, though. Centrifugal hooks did finish, but now with this economy, it's a little rougher. Kaiboy does have a lot of gas, however. So he can morph a lot of base, and this is a lot of bio. Our Terran player just still on Marine Tank, though, going into 3-3 just now. He got a little behind on upgrades. And again, a decent parasitic bomb. Unluckily for him, it was on one of the wrong medevacs. So this third hatch is a ballsy one to retake. Third. It wasn't his third. But the hatchery is kind of in a ballsy position. We only have one queen down here. So this is going to be a little bit of a problem as well. Medevacs are mostly drained. But our Zerg player is actually making some smart calls and going to the 4th base. Oh no, Seismic Spines is denied. And that means less lurker production too, but our Terran player not really doing anything over here. He's focusing on macro. Throws away a drop completely. But he is going to... Oh my god! I'm glad I went over here at this time. Well, those Marines and Marauders had a family. But I don't know about any more. He should have just dived on the 4th. Fia, I completely agree. You are certainly the Zerg expert here, but I totally agree. And we'll see what happens here. 5th base going down for Terran. A 4th base Zerg is kind of a scary spot to be in. I mean, in a way, at least Kaiboy has a gas bank to make some Banes again. We're not seeing him. He does have some lurkers. He's got to rebuild his lurker den, which is just coming. But not having Seismic Spines is huge. And is going to help out our Terran player. He does have a couple of Vipers. And let's see if he can get the money up while retaining the army. I think taking a couple hatches would be good when he gets an opportunity to. Ooh, he misses with the blinding cloud. I think he should probably... That may have been a misclick, honestly. This is looking rough. Imagine Banelings. What was that move? I'm thoroughly confused of what he did with his lings right there. There's a lot of Marine tank. Blinding Cloud is going to be kind of clutch here. Unfortunately, no Seismic Spines are done, so otherwise those tanks would have been in trouble. Yeah, this is looking very rough for Kaiboy. We're a ghost? Exactly. Caligra's family will move on. Yeah, the family just like, whatever. They were a bunch of deadbeats anyway. Thanks for the follow. Josu. Blinding Cloud's going to help for a little bit on some pressure, but there is going to be a scan. And thank you, Tolo, for the follows. That said, Liberator is sieged up. There's not a lot of Zerg. I think we might be in a rough spot here, to say the least. I do like the lurkers up here, the lurker hit squad. Is it going to force an overreaction from Zelos? That looks like an F2 if I ever did see one. It certainly was for... Oh! And the lurkers get in this nasty siege position. Going to kill a lot of the bio. And they're going to jump right back on top of this. Did he remember to research Seismic Spines? He did not. Still, this is going to be a problem, though. As much as I like the lurkers, we didn't research Seismic Spines. The missile turret's going down here. Liberators means there's going to be a scan here in a second. And these lurkers are in a lot of trouble. He didn't kill, but... Oh, no, he didn't. He's just building SCVs. Anyway, there's so many lurkers here. The Liberators are such a good call. So if you can't get ghosts, I think this is basically a very committed to lurker Zerg. And sadly, they don't even have Seismic Spines. But that said, SCVs being pulled into this with the remaining bio is not good. There's a lot of tank. Everything's clumped up, though. Come on, YOLO lurkers without... Oh, man. Imagine if we remembered that upgrade. That is so unlucky that he lost it, but there's a lot going on in this game, and I'm not surprised that happened. Beautiful abduct on the siege tank. There's not a lot of Hydras here to contest the Liberators. We do have a couple hitting the one on the side. Missile turret's gonna be a bit of a problem, but it does go down. Buying our lurker boys some time. And yeah, it is... Wow, is Kaiboy buying himself back into this game? The one Hydra being a nuisance, and these lurkers have to move. I think he's been draining scans for days. This planetary fortress left on fire for a while is a sign that our Terran player has certainly been dealt with quite a bit as good as he can. But these scans, I mean, these lurkers are in trouble here. More are falling than they should. Yeah, another planetary fortress. No bueno. Kaibo and low economy. Actually, he's starting to get an income. He's starting to get a little bit of a bank. Workers oddly pretty even. Well, not surprising considering what happened. We got a lot of oversatch on bases that are not made behind this. Again, I would have liked to seen a hatchery come down with it. He's just trying to kill. He's done a great job on trading. So let's take a look now. We now have a Zerg that's traded almost exactly as efficient, which is amazing in a game versus bio. But it was a strange opener, very late fourth base to begin with, and then we didn't have a fifth and sixth go down until like way later. They both were contested, denied, and even lost his third. So he was down to 3 hatches. Liberator going to go try to get some worker kills. Unfortunately, as little mining's here, it's a lot of oversaturation. So unfortunately, I think this is going to get it. Spore Crawler is down. And do we get an abduct? Do we get an abduct? Nope, we get a parasitic bomb after all that. Is the Liberator going to siege in time? Nope, it's going to die. All right, so we got a lot of... Oh, that's a lot of lurkers coming in. There is a Liberator that's going to help against some of the Lings. The Hydralisk going to go fight onto this. And that is one dead planetary fortress. His Kaiboy bought himself in this game. He may actually have a good shot here. Look at the army supply. It is in favor of Kaiboy, and it's mostly been Marines from our Terran player. His econ had been drained in terms of minerals. Obviously, he's Terran. Gas bank's not going to be the greatest thing right now from where he's at. He didn't go into Ghost. He didn't get advanced ballistics. But our Zerg player forgot seismic spines and still is doing God's... Look at lurkers. GG. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Panfusio, Tolo, Josu. How you doing, Cali girls? Fiat is liking the games. He just remembered range. Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, the guy didn't make anything. He was very committal to Marine tank Marauder and not even really that much on the tanks. I think more tank production could have done it. In that situation, that's about all you can do is Terran. So Kaiboy does take game number 1. Very impressive comeback. Hell yeah. We're going on to change servers. Going to the Americas. What up, Gene Sim? Cali Girl's happy to have the sub. Gifted to him. You can watch one more game and you have to go to sleep. No doubt, Fiat. Thank you, buddy. How does it feel being on Team Roddy now, by the way? All right. Yeah, I was anti-diaries on late. You have to watch your boy Kaiboy win? Yeah. He's on hopium for Kaiboy. Even with the 900,000 Protoss, we're in a TVZ finals for up-and-comers. So now it is 1-1. Again, Zelos started with a 1-point advantage. Oops, sorry. Here we go. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire in the yellow. Give it up for Alphex's Kaiboy. And in the bottom right sport in the blue trunks, give it up for our Platinum Hero. It is Zelos. Yeah, I think he got the veto for that. I do believe you're right on that, Fiat. Alrighty. Alright, we're getting some nice Overlord scouting going on. I think he's going to go over here to look for proxy racks. We're not going to see it. And tournaments. You know, we're at a level where a lot of these guys play so honorably. You know? I'd say especially in EU, but they get a lot of practice in EU. To a point where I'd like to see some cheese because you're really going to catch your opponent off guard. You're like, it never works on ladder, whatever, but this is a tournament. This is where you need to break out of your stuff and go for the Lambo 9 Roach. Go for a proxy 3 racks. Go for a proxy 2 racks. Go for 2 racks Reaper in TVZ. It's the stuff that really catches your opponent. These guys will get there. We'll get there one day. And I will say, both Funcio and Zelos were playing so far. They've been less supply block than Upatri Zelda was in the finals when we caught him. I'm only joking. Sal did fantastic. It's all memes. Love the heck out of that guy too. But I had to bring it up. Had to bring it up. All right. Let's see where he's going. Yeah, he's going to go for triangle. That's where you want to get your base. Reaper is not going to be able to deny this. I'm pretty sure. Actually, it's kind of close. Yeah, he's going to be able to get that. All right, he gets it right on time. One little hesitation. He wouldn't have been able to get that third base. The Reaper could have denied it. He would have forced an extractor if nothing else. Let's see how Kaiboy responds. I will say... Zelos has got some pretty good micro, pretty good macro, and everything else. But Funcio's Reaper control in the previous game was pretty sick. Previous series, rather, was pretty sick. He did get a lot of value with his Reapers in those games. Until the final one, I believe. Alright. Is going to be a 1-on-1 from our Terran player. And game numero 3. Technically, well, it's game 2, but it's actually, we're going to count it as game 3 because of the 1 point advantage for being in the upper bracket for Zelos. Let's see what happens here. Reaper going to go in, try to get a scout. We do have some defensive Queenlings are not in position. Oh, the Reaper actually able to go behind the mineral line. Overlord getting contested. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god, he's actually more worried about the Overlord. He literally had a moment where he could at least get a drone, but he's getting a full scout of the base. He scouts the Roachborn. I think that was worth it. Oh, wait. That's beautiful. 200 IQ play from Kaiboy. He cancels the Roachborn because the Reaper was a lot of full scout. Maybe he intended that. It is going to be a Cloak Banshee opener from our Terran player. That was so smart. Now our Terran player thinks he's going into Roaches. He's going for Cloak Banshees anyway. He's sticking to his build order. But he may react in kind. Oh no, the Hellions almost blocked. But there's a little bit of RNG there. Hellions are going to make their way in. They did get a lot of a beating. Didn't really do much for damage, but that would have been cleaned up instantly. With a little bit of chunky girl queens not blocking off that Evo chamber or Baneling nest going down. All right, we are going to have the layer popping down here. We should see a Baneling nest at some point. What's Kaiboy doing? Or is it going to be a Roachborn? Let's see. Could be double Evo just. It is going to be a Baneling nest. And yeah, we do have another racks in production. 2 more. So just your standard 3-1-1 transition after this. We don't have any E-bays yet. We don't have a quick third CC. Oh, actually, we do have a third quick CC in the natural. 4th base going down a little earlier for Kaiboy. I kind of like this, actually. Going at the 12 o'clock position base. See if these 6 Hellions can find some more damage. I like this wall. He's taking advantage of the narrow choke. So 1 queen actually blocks this fine, and the queens are going to defend against the Hellions, taking quite a beating. First, well, let's see here. Actually, there's 2 Banshees out already. The cloak was in. 5 workers went down to it, in fact, while I was looking at the queens, but imagine Terran. All right, Spore is out for our Zerg player in each base, but the one that's just about to pop, of course. Hellions going to be deflected. Our Zerg player trying to get a run by, doesn't do so. Is going to clean up one of the Hellions, but he's going to lose a lot of links. Does he get another? Yeah, he does. So these are some pretty battered Hellions. Yep, they're going to be... Okay, they're not going to be repaired. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, he's just rallying to the third base at Triangle. Hellions are doing their job. Banshees kind of regrouping, but they're losing Cloak. Let's take a look at the trades. Obviously in favor of our Terran player. But that said, Kaiboy is leading on workers. He took this early 4th too, so that's going to be pretty helpful. It was about 20 to 30 seconds early. Yeah, that was actually huge, Fiant. That was pretty impressive. All right, I do believe we're going to be into Ling Bling Muta. We did have another Evo chamber get dropped on the way. I like the spine crawler right here, actually. Cheeky spine crawler. And yeah, it is probably going to be Ling Bang Muta. Centrifugal hooks, only 25% done. And we are going into 1-1. Combat shields on the way for our Terran player. As you see, it's just cloak and stem right now for the Banshees. All right, something happened here. I think that was just a Ling getting roasted and a Marine died in the process. So we're going to see a little drop go out for a Terran player. He may actually get it in 1-1 timing. Truth be told, what I would not hate to see. He could have picked up like a Hellion with it. He's not at a point where he has an armory just yet, but an armory's on the way. You can kind of get a Hellion to tank it, but at the same time, he's going to commit to a Marines a little heavier. He's going Marine tank for right now, and he has no idea what the tech is of our Zerg player. He thinks it's roaches. It's not going to be the case. Tanks do be all right, but against Ling Bane and Muta, they are not going to help. The Queens, I don't know. Kaiboy's been doing this a bit. Unfortunately, his Queens have been derping off the map. Overlord in trouble, but our Zerg player, not at a bigger economy just yet. He's grouping up these Mutas. We don't have any more in production because realistically, he's just trying to get more larvae. He's just now going for a 5th base. But the Banelings going in for the Hellions, sadly, not on the bio. Okay, they're going to retreat back on the creep. The Muta's doing a good job cleaning up the Hellions. I guess that could have been worse for our Zerg player. But unfortunately, couldn't get some juicy Bane connects. All right, now 1-1 did finish for our Terran player. But yeah, exactly. Fiant is very astute in his great Zerg play and knowledge. Oh, God, he just rammed a bunch of Mutas into pure bio. So now that the Mutas are scouted, he's still building a Marine tank. I'd like to see this factory switch over to a reactor and start seeing some Widow Mine production. And maybe get drilling claws. 2-2s on the way for Terran, and yeah, still there's no... Okay, just now we're getting +1 melee and Carapace for a Zerg player. He is going to be behind on upgrades. He is getting flyer attacks, though. I do like that. And pneumatized Carapace obviously going to help for some scouting information. But throwing away those Mutas before, too, is actually a bit of a blunder. Mutas are expensive. Mutas didn't even need to go up in cost for inflation. Definitely a scrappy game here. We're going to see a Ling run by attempted from Kaiboy. I would have rather, I hate to say it, but risking a Bane bust would have been good because he could have cleaned out the whole mineral line pretty quickly. But nice Bane connects over. Beautiful surround from Kaiboy. Yeah, he is taking a pretty good fight. The Banelings coming in off creep, catching even more of the bio. Excellent job from Kaiboy. That's at a 5th base, or sorry, 4th base being attempted on location from our Terran player. I don't really like this. Taking your 4th on location in this kind of a game is a little ballsy. He does manage to get it and lifts it at the last second, but we'll see what happens here. Not a lot of Mutas here. Flyer attacks is coming for more, though, in production. And more drones. So Kaiboy's really doubling down on the drones at this point. So with the 9 o'clock position base, he is actually looking pretty good. He's even going to take a 6th base. I like this. So he's at 89 drones. And he's going into Hive Tech. So he's behind on upgrades. He needs to kind of get this timing, though. But this is going to be a little rough. I think this is going to... The 1-1's going to finish just before... Without those upgrades before this, it's rough here. Oh, no, we got some... Oh, no. I hope I didn't lag the players out. I apologize, guys. I think I am having some internet problems. Let's hope not. Hopefully it didn't lag the players. 12 workers fail. No, you're not in this game, are you? No. Yeah, this is unlucky. All right. Being muted going down. Adrenal glands in the way at least, but our Terran players in 3-3 while 2-2s come in. While they're both in production, rather. We do have Flyer Carapace coming down for the mutas. I really don't hate it. But realistically, I think +2 I like a little better because you're getting to a point where mutas actually damage buildings with +2. I know some people favor the Carapace, but when you're going in, oh my god, even the Marauders going down to the Banes. However, these tanks are going to come in clutch, cleaning up some of the Banelings. More bio standing than the Zerg army, but we do have some Lings over here getting morphed into Banes in the center of the map. Mutas. Oh, are they going to get this tank? Trying to get reinforcements. There's a lot of Marines coming in. They have to be careful. Marines are stepped forward. Duke, oh my god, they almost got a medevac. All right, these Marines are forced to try to go everywhere. Muta's doing a decent job. Uh-oh, not right now. We got a lot of Lings coming in. Banelings coming in behind, kind of in an awkward spot because the debris field in the center of the map is going to block their pathing. Banelings coming in clutch. Do they just go and... Oh, they don't catch the CC, but do catch a decent number of workers. 20 workers falling for our Terran player. And Kaiboy doing a fantastic job. All right, Zelos is still in it. He was able to secure a 4th base. And again, he's going to have an upgrade advantage. 2-2 is going to finish a little quicker, but 3-3 is going to be right behind it. He's getting a Thor, he's getting tanks, and it's going to be Ultras. GG is called, and Kaiboy takes it because Mutas came back in again. It is done. I'm going to ask them if I lag them out. Bear with me just a second. And we are going to alternate servers. Okay, I'm going to ask them quick. Oh no, oh no, 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 not like this. Bear with me. Yeah. Very good game. I gotta ask them if I lagged them out because I would... Well, there's nothing I can do. Good night, Fiat. All right, so the score is going to be 2-1 in favor of Kaiboy. What up, Colin? Sorry, guys, I just was having an old man moment. How you doing, Colin? And Mr. Dark Nox Manos, how are you? Going into game number 4. You missed all the Mario erotica, Colin. Like, we had full Artosis, TTS, Mario erotica, you name it. Good copy pastas, good memes. It was beautiful. Good job, guys. Good job, Magneth and Sando and Zoe and everybody. You're okay with that. Yeah, Big True anyway. Game number 4, well, technically game number 4, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice. He is up 2 points in this best of 7. Give it up for Alpha X's Kaiboy. And his opponent in the upper right, representing the Platinum Heroes. He started with a point. Can he come back? Give it up for Zelos in the red. Should be some good games gaming. All right. Not to be confused with good game gaming. I believe the score is correct, Aries. It looked like Kaiboy took game number 1. Or game number 2, technically, but the first game we casted. Again, it's just the point, so it was our first game we covered. I should reconfirm that. It happened really quickly, and I kind of was haphazardly not paying attention. It's going to be standard opener for both. And we'll see what happens from here. All right. Looks like it's going to be a Reaper expand, most likely from our Terran player. Nothing cheeky. One thing I will say about Kai Boy is I think he's pretty prone to possibly dying to some cheese if you go in some interesting proxy racks locations. Honestly, this map, there's some spots like down here and stuff that a lot of times Zerger's not going to look for if you're going in conventional paths, so... Alright, yeah, it is going to be a Reaper expand from our Terran player into a 1-1-1 again. Let's see what build we got from our Terran player. Looks like Kai Boy is going to open pretty standard. Last game was so crazy, though. That cheeky cancel of the Roach Warren. It's almost as though he let the Reaper get a full scout for that reason. Zelos was smart to get the scout, but that was a literal 5-head play from our Zerg player. All right, the two lings and popped in the net as the others and the main come down. Let's see what happens here. A couple of queens gonna pop. Reaper getting some damage, but none of the lings fall. Good defense from our Zerg player. Queen is about to pop, and Mr. Reaper Man scouting for a third. Doesn't see that it's in triangle. He's gonna go back and look for it. So he's not gonna overextend his Reaper. And he's gonna go back home. No, he's gonna chill in the middle of the map. Oh no, he's looking around for anything. Yeah, there we are. The 1-1-1 opener is going to be a Banshee opener again. We'll see. But yeah, Kai Boy is playing pretty well overall. Some crazy games with Funcio. Funcio, the mech player from Berserker Esports. That got really close, honestly. And the previous series. That previous series did take quite a long time, but they were definitely some interesting games, to say the least. All right. Sadly, Colin, our boy Acaroni and Cheese from Bing Bong Exports, did not make his way in there. He was actually pretty cracked. We should call him cracked macaroni and cheese, not to be confused with Kraft. It is gonna be a Roach opener again. Kai Boy does like his Roach headbutts here, and I don't hate it, but Terran can adapt in kind sometimes, depending on the build. Usually it's a build order counter, if not. Roach is slowly pushing their way across the map. The Roach Warren is definitely scouted now, and I think they were seeing a little bit as they were popping. But nonetheless, Terran is going to push across the map with the Hellions anyway. Roach is deflecting this. Overlord getting Marines out of position. There's no bunker on the low ground. We don't see a siege tank, because this is just reactor Hellions. Yeah, he's going for stim. I almost feel like our Terran's going for a Hellbat Marine push, which is, we've seen that shift from the Hellbat Marauder a lot. And yeah, doesn't matter though. It's going to be a while before those are going to become Hellbats, and Hellions are kind of clumped up here. We're going to see the Marauders starting now. Funnily enough, Hellbat Marauder would have been, I think, it's not really a build order counter, but it would you'd have a better shot of holding this. So he's now going to rely on Widow Mines to deal with this. There is a medevac out. The Marauders are out here too, but Stem's researching, not concussive shell, which is a bit of a problem. Alien's not turned into... Oh god. Yeah, there's like nothing left for Terran. This is going to be over. GG. Kai Boy up 3-1. An incredible body slam of Zelos. Can Zelos come back? He's literally going to need 3 wins to come back for this, for Platinum Heroes. Very well done by our Zerg player. And the next person that calls me Walter White's getting timed out. I should get some coffee refill here for a second. Because well... Hey, he's just joking. ARJ doesn't care. I was just joking around about that, but I'm glad Dark Omega did that because it's funny. I'm only teasing. It's pretty funny. Literally just memeing you. ARJ is going to be like, Dave, but I've watched you forever.
S_veteran_gamer says, get at me, Walter. Let's fight.
Dark Omega's like, monk ass. We un-VIP'd reality because of Dan Macko and stuff, but we're going to get, or one of you, I forgot, was it reality? Realistically, I'm going to start floating it. Nobody believes me, but we're going to do the mod on mod, VIP on VIP. I think we should do a ban on ban thing. My chat was getting trolly enough where I think we need to start that. All right, so I'm just waiting for the... Oh, wait. Am I on the wrong server? Jesus Christ. I hope these guys didn't start the games. They started the games. Okay, never mind. They didn't. They did not. They were waiting patiently on the other server. I forgot. We were hopping servers. Can Zelos come back? I do believe this is the favored server of Kaiboy. So, not only is he ahead, he is on the favored server here. And, yeah. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner on Waterfall. Give it up for a yellow Zerg player who's goddamn ahead. It's Kaiboy. And his Terran opponent, sporting the blue pieces, it is Zelos from Platinum Heroes. All right, what do we got going on here? Standard opener so far. Probably going to see more of the same. I'm curious to see what build Zelos goes for this game. Are we going to see another death to lurkers, guys? That's the question. What? Hello? Drone? I can't even scroll there because that far in the corner of the map, but we do have a problem. We got a lazy worker just chilling. What? Sorry about that. There's going to be a scout. That's just baffling me. I'm confused at what's happening. It was a mistake, I think, but interesting. I think he just misselected 2 drones. How you doing, El Urco? What's up, guys? ARJ, of course. I was literally just trolling you guys. I think it's fine. True, Dark Omega. True. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to see a fast... I think Kaiboy is going to just try to end the game. Reaper's on its way. This is going to be scouted after. There is a pull first, but that usually implies roaches. With the SCV scout might be coming in clutch. Yeah, we're going to see a roach warren. Let's see here. It is going to be the Lambo 9 roach build, more or less. Something to that effect. This could be even less. You could just push out with 6 Ravagers or something. Curious to see what else. It's 1 gas. So he's not getting too cheeky here. But let's see what happens. We got a low ground bunker going, which is going to be a little helpful, but Ling's going to scout. I personally think the Lings, when you're doing this, he went way too far around this, in my opinion. Reaper should get a scout after. I don't think so. Our Terran player's not really responding in kind too much. The bunker's helpful, obviously, but he's going 2 racks. Getting a reactor? Can be okay. It's going to be a 2-1-1. Oh, no. This might just be a body slam right here. From our Zerg player. The Roaches are going to chase this Reaper back down, and they're going to move across the map. Let's see what we have. We do have a chance for a Terran player to respawn. I would imagine he's going to pump out... is he going to pump out a tech lab and get Marauders? We'll see. Could get a Widow Mine from the factory in that case, then do a little swapperino. But the Roaches are already going to be at his front door. He just doesn't have a chance to do much else. And honestly, I don't think that bunker is like A little bit of copium right there. Yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, it's only gonna be a Reaper in the bunker. Do we have Ravagers morphing somewhere? Yeah, we had one. Because again, that was one gas. Yeah, bunker is gonna be salvaged, and the high ground bunker is gonna be helpful. We do have the swap to the tech lab right on the factory, so Cyclone is en route. It's only one Rav again, so it's not gonna get too much done for now anyway. Kaiboy gonna send the Rochi boys in the front. I think our Terran responded just fine, honestly. He doesn't have a starport with Banshees, but the Cyclone could be fine. Do like the bunker again, considering there's one Ravager and that's it. That's alright, but oh, the supply depot looks like it's gonna fall. You don't want that to happen. We don't have link speed behind it. Another Ravager morphin. Our Zerg player did get a third base at about the time you take it, so he's not like super all in. He also responded in kind, so that was kind of a smart play from Kaiboy, but I think if he was a little more aggressive with Ravs, went for more of a Ravager build, it would have been better, but it was just a little lower committal, deny the Terrans some expanding, or not expanding, but, you know, some mining time, which was the case, is going to help. But now our Terran's going into Stim and Siege Tanks. He's got a starport on the way. And realistically, this has delayed our Zerg player in a lot. He's just now getting metabolic boost. Reaper should fall. Yep, that is going to get cleaned up. Not Scout in the third. So, our Terran player does not know if the third base just yet. Is like a plant that's been starving for water for a while. He's dropping those mules. Army supply in favor of Zealous for the moment. We'll see what happens here from a Zerg player. He's getting a Baneling Nest. Metabolic Boost going to finish up here in a moment. And we'll see. Yeah, it's the Lambo 5 Roach. I'm shot today, so bear with me. I'm always shot, but today especially. It is the Lambo 5 Roach build. I'm used to seeing people do the 9. So I get a little turned around on this. But obviously, I think Kaiboy's smart enough to know that it's not just going to end him right there. He did a beautiful response in timings. He's just going into Carapace first. I don't hate that because obviously the 100-100 versus the 150-150 is going to help out. So he's going to have that a little quicker. That said, the Marine tank push is going to be pretty nice with 2 medevacs coming in. This push could be pretty deadly. It is not a lot of Zerg units, but metabolic boost did finish at least, as well as the Baneling Nest. These are not speed banes, obviously, just yet. So since layer is just going down right now, obviously you're going to be behind on a lot of things. Committing the Roach when you need to go into Ling Bling. And I think this third base is gonna fall more than likely. We'll see what happens for our Zerg player. Does he land some biles? He gets 1 on the tank, but this may be a win for Zelos. I think he can do it. Baneling in production. We do still have the Cyclone even. Oh my god, these drones. Long distance mining with the hatch going. 5 drones falling. If he kills these Evos in this Baneling Nest, which it's looking like that's going to be the case. Going for the Baneling Nest first was actually pretty smart. As close as the Evos are, you never know when they're going to finish if you just scouted it. Oh, he denies both Carapace and melee attacks. Beautiful hold and beautiful response from our Terran player. He's doing God's work. He's even got an SCV attacking the third base behind all of this, which is inconsequential to the game, but I just wanted to say GG. Zelos is taking a point, and we are going to switch servers. Zelo is not going to go down laying down. So Zelos is back. The SCV would have finished the true BK Rick. Forget the main army. It was just that one SCV attacking the third. That's why Kaiboy finished. I switched servers, I thought. Biga Trua. All right, I did hop over. Good. Let's see here. This could go either way. I think a more aggressive build could have been good, but it's aggressive, but you just have a lot that can hold it. Because honestly, it seemed like if we had more gas, we had Ravagers. Homeboy Zelos would have been out, and Kaiboy would be taking it. That worked out pretty well, and a brilliant hold from our Terran player. Let's see what happens. On our 6th game, if Zelos catches this, this is going to bring us to an ace match of 7-game series. All right, let's see here. All right, spawning in the bottom left of Data Sea. D's nuts. Give it up for the Platinum Heroes Red Terran player. It is Zelos. And his opponent in the upper right. Give it up for Alpha X's Kaiboy. He's not Skyboy, he's Kaiboy. And yeah. There are no pog squirrels on this map. That'd be an interesting mod if they allowed you to use custom things. We start making Dave animated critters with pog squirrels running around. It is going to be a 16 hatch from our Zerg player. Probably more of a standard game this time. Let's see what Zelos does. I don't think we're going to see any cheeky mech like we did out of Funcio. And honestly, it's a dice roll because Kaiboy actually is pretty good against mech. But as we saw, he has some interesting decision making with his corruptor control. But still, nonetheless, he did ultimately take it over Funcio before. SCV just going out for a scout here. And we got some nice Overlord scouting. Checking for proxy racks, etc. I'm surprised. Usually we have one game of proxy racks and ZVTs in the Vulcan Cup, formerly Legion Cup Finals. We'll see what happens. All right, low ground CC is going down, and yeah. Let us go. Alrighty. SCV going back, Reaper on its way out. And yeah, Zelos going for some scouting, maybe some damage. Can he take us into a game 7? We shall see. Ooh, Reaper actually allows this to go. Hello, he doesn't go to deny the third. He absolutely could have, or at least delayed it, forcing an extractor. But I don't think he was paying. I think that was just pathing is why he just, you know, he just had the rally point. Okay, so it is going to be a 1-1-1 probably. Let's see here. I'm hoping we don't see a 2-1-1 this game because Kaiboy's 2-on-1 defense has been pretty good in previous games. All right. That said, Starport going down. Factory also getting jiggy with it. And the Reaper is just going to disintegrate. All right. Metabolic boost on the way for our Zerg player. A little later, I think. Kinda-ish. Not too bad of a timing, but didn't feel a little later. I think he saturated the gas one at a time from drones coming out of the eggs. The cocoons. Anyway, Ling's going, looking for anything else coming on the side. Funnily enough, the Hellions are going to come just after. Obviously, Zerg's going to go for triangle third on this map. Kind of a strange map for Zerg expansion in either case, but you do get a little bit of a a ramp situation for our Terrans to have to go into double ramp. Oh, no queens in position here. That's a little rough. And metabolic boost is going to pop right now, but these Lings have taken a lot of damage. Let's see what happens. Oh, nice catch on the Hellions for our Zerg player. Let's see what we have going on here. It is going to be a Cloak Banshee opener again, so we should see a fast third C or third CC or relatively fast third CC, depending on what Zelos decides to do. Usually that is the case. Is he going to wall off with it? What's he going to do? Just build it on the high ground? Oh, never. He's going into stem. Okay. As long as he doesn't build it on location, he should be fine. But yeah, there it is. The third CC is going down. And we do have the 6 Hellion hit squad going to scout the early 4th base, just slightly earlier. I love that attempt from our Zerg player. The greed. It's the Ferengi in me. Greed is eternal. Layers on the way, but there are some spore crawlers here. Queen is going to catch the Banshee, and it is not going to find any worker kills. A little bit of a miss micro from our Terran player. I think he's probably a little nervous here. He is in the grand finals. He is down a point, and there's only 2 more games to go. Third CC is being built down to help wall off in case anything cheeky happened, but a nice 1-1 for Kaiboy. This game he is ahead. He's channeling Fiant right here. Okay, now 2 Banshees are out. Stim is about to complete, but 1-1 has started for infantry, weapons, and armor for a Terran player, and we do have a very good queen count. However, the Hellions are in a beautiful position from the queens. Oh, never mind. Queens are going to get a full surround on the Hellions. I like this Creeper Lord. Look at this. Oh, no, that was almost smart move, but there's only 1 queen right there. The other coming. Oh, no. He almost lost the queen to Hellions. That's a feels bad, man. 2 Banshees going out to try to get some work done. There's no Spore Crawler. Do we see an Overseer? We don't. We do have Centrifugal Hook coming in pretty quickly. I like that. Overseer on his way. Oh, but we're going to lose a queen. And he needs that against the Banshees. Ah, that's the humanity. Overseer is on its way. Come in here. And we're going to try to see a Ling run by, but nothing's going to happen. Kaiboy isn't a big fan of doing those Bane run-bys. He could have head these out to the side here. And I think if he timed it right with Centrifugal, he could have got into the 3rd at least. He might have even got into the net. Let's see here. So 4th base is established for a Zerg player. He may go out for a cheeky 5th. But +1 Carapace is about to finish with Centrifugal Hooks. I think it's going to time out about the same. All right, beautiful defense from Kaiboy. 3rd base is established for a Terran player. He does have a lot of Marines here, but now we're going to start seeing these Banelings morph. Centrifugal did finish just a bit before Carapace. We do have a Spire coming down. Are we going to see +2 Carapace get started here in a bit? That is the question. Kaiboy does have the gas for it, but isn't going to do so right now. Banshee's taking some damage. This is a pretty big Terran army. We do have Banelings somewhere. Not a lot. But we'll see what happens. We certainly should see some getting morphed in somewhere. This tank placement's okay. Banshee number 1 is going to go down. And, well, this queen, nothing we could have done better there. Gas is going to go down. Yeah, he doesn't know where the tanks are, I think is the problem. But he would have been totally safe to engage this. The tank is too far back to do much on the right side. Our Zerg player has no idea. He totally can engage it. I'd like to have seen a 5th base go down behind us. He's going to send his queen to the tank player. I think this is a misread of the situation a little bit, but now he's just going to pounce on this army. Banelings get some decent connections, but most of the bio does run away. The tank is cleaned up, and now our Zerg player is going to be a bit of an aggressor. There's a nice siege tank, some medevacs to join the units down here, but is it going to matter? This is a lot of Zerg. They don't want to get destroyed by the tank. Mutas coming in are going to be pretty... Oh my god, the tank actually really helps our Zerg player. Medevacs helping the fight with the SCVs. SCVs are mineral walked out. GG is called and Kaiboy takes it. He has won the Vulcan Cup Finals. That was actually, well, after all those mecha slugfest games a little bit. I mean, they weren't really all slugfest, in my opinion. They were a little weird. But GG, Kaiboy is now our next Vulcan Cup winner. The continuity of the tournament continues. How you doing, old man Slum? Looks like we're probably going to have to pull him into an interview. I'm sure Zelos was feeling a little rough about that, but he played really well. Especially, he's really good against Cheese. Kaiboy with the five head play. Bear with me here. I'm just going to find out if we're going to do an interview with Kaiboy. Yeah. Yeah, it's his first victory. That's pretty good stuff. Old Man Slum's like, holy crap. How you doing, Old Man Slum? Speaking of victors and strong players. I bet we got the whole tournament series in here. Kaiboy's going to plug in his camera. We're going to get in here. I might just get him in a call. No. I'll go into the Vulcan Cup server. It's usually easy. Actually, I'm having trouble on there. Okay, never mind. So bear with me. I'm going to set something up here while we do this. Give me a minute. We're going to do the interview. Let me actually just update this too. All right. And yeah. All right. I want to try to get this up because we got to get his camera on. Well-deserved victory from our Alpha X Zerg player. Why am I forgetting the new OBS? I wanted to try to do something quick so it wouldn't be right on here. We'll just run with it. Heck and heck. And let's see here. Let me just throw this on here. Close enough. And when we get into Discord, I might just get in a call with them for camera. We could just get in a call. Make it easy. I may kill my camera to get into the call with him, so it's just going to show us both. I believe he's got OSC points. He's got all sorts of points coming for Vulcan Cup, etc. He's just getting his camera ready, guys. Karef. Yeah, we're just waiting for him. He'll be here. So Kaiboy has had to play some really late games for a long time here. And I'm definitely going to ask him about it. Guys, just a heads up too while I'm waiting for him. I'm probably going to take a brief break before this because we have more tournaments. Another tournament coming up. Kaiboy has to play another tournament. He is... And I'm going to ask him about this. He has to play a best of 7 versus Acheron. Yeah, ZV2. How you doing, Gref? All right. Kaiboy. How you doing, buddy? Congrats. Heck yeah, gamer. Yeah, if you want, you can turn on your camera. I'm going to kill mine here. And get in with you in Discord. Let me pop this out. Bear with me, chat. Congratulations. So you had 16. Oh, hold on. Let me pull you up here. Chat wants to see the champion. And chat, I want to see some USA spammed. And chat. Bear with me. I don't... Oh shit, we're still... There we go. Now we see you on here, Kaiboy. Little scuff, but this was a last minute kind of thing. Oh my god, we got duplicate. We got double Kaiboy. Yeah, congrats, man. So you had 16
USA.
ZVTs, man.
USA.
That is crazy.
USA.
Oh, we don't have voice. Hang on. I have to fix something on...
USA.
On,
USA.
I apologize for this, bud. Kind of a last minute thing, and I just redid my computer. So they didn't hear either of us, I don't think.
USA.
Okay.
94 says no voice, Dave.
Yeah, I know. But everybody would have been laughing if they could hear that. Sorry, just pointing that for chat. Where are you? Let's see. I think I'm at my house. No, I mean the sound. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, I know what's going on here. Bear with me. I have a very complicated setup. All right, let's see here. Oh, I see what's happening here. There we go. Now you guys can hear us.
Oh, my skill broke the microphone.
Yeah, his skill just broke the microphone. This dude is jacked. Like a lot of... Look, what is it, Chad? The next thing you know, you're going to be the next Estrella. You're going to be the Zerg Estrella. See, he's got his L Factor jersey on. He's all Chad-like.
What's up, bro?
What's up, my dude? Nice to meet you in voice too, Kaiboy.
I had my Alphax hoodie on earlier, but it got too heated after that first series.
Yeah, you were just on fire, man. Let me raise your volume a little bit for chat, too. So you're feeling good, chat. I apologize for the time. But, oops, you guys can see this. What question mark? I have no idea what happened. Anyway. So, yeah. You're feeling good, as you wanted to say to chat. You want to say anything real quick, too, first?
I'd like to shout out my wife. I'd like to shout out my biggest supporters. I'd like to shout out my haters. I'd like to shout...
Your haters. Oh,
speaking... They feel me just as much.
So, how you feeling, man? That's sweaty. I caught some of the beginning. I was running late. Base Chelch caught you, as you know, Mr. Chelch. Well, that's just... I caught your other games, too, but that's trust me, I play a little Zerg as much as the Protoss am, too. And let me tell you, to play that many games against Mech and then just even ZVT after it. Oh. Yeah,
it was after the first series, my fucking hand started hurting. So I had to take a 5-minute break to shake it out. Wasn't feeling too good. I thought I'd be able to pull it out the first series. And it was like every time I tried to be aggressive, he just whooped it. And didn't feel too good. It was a close 3-2 the first time around. And then the second series against Funcio, he played completely different. That was the one good thing, at least. It was like Mech Terran versus regular Terran is like two different races. So
at least
it wasn't the exact same thing every time.
Right, so you felt like you were playing the 4th race, and of course the 5th race is Sky Toss, so you have your 2 degenerate 4th and 5th races.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have to play any Sky Toss games in that mix, otherwise it would have been a little bit too mind-numbing for me.
Now, not usually the style. Another thing I have to ask you now, you're going right into a best of 7 against my boy Acheron from Bing Bong Exports. How are you feeling about that? Now you have to play against the Protoss.
Well, actually, that got a little bit moved because we ran over our time. We ran over our time here a little bit, so our scheduled match got rescheduled.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the mech games ended up dragging out a little bit longer than I thought they would have.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
He was kind enough to actually agree to move it. I told him I'd still be good afterwards, but he said we'd be good to move it on. So.
Nah, he understands. Yeah, good for you, man. That's good. You much deserved little break.
At least it's only 6 hours straight of StarCraft instead of like 9. I mean, I grind a lot on the ladder, so I play like 7, 8, 9 hours at a time. But I usually don't try hard for fucking 9 hours. It's usually like some messing around in there. Where this one was a little bit stressful.
Yeah. So how surprised were you? I have a question for you on one of your games. That you actually finally cheesed. You did the Lambo 5 Roach in that one game, but that was a nice hold. Were you starting to sweat after that? He was going to start changing it up on you and maybe pull some cheese of his own after that, which you know what I'm saying? You'll see that in tournaments.
Which series? The Funcio one or the
No. I'm talking about the last one.
Yeah. I almost didn't do it because I actually did it in the first best of 5 that Chelch was casting, and he just shut it down really easy and just beat me right after. So I really didn't want to do it again, but the 7 Roach worked really well in the game before that, so I said, well, might as well try, and didn't do any damage. He kind of held. I mean, the whole first series too, Zealous was doing like an early bunker, even when he didn't scout an early pool. I guess someone tipped him off that I like roaches from now and again. So he was playing extra defensive. So I should have just listened to my plan of not cheesing him early. But I did, and he shut it down. And that was a really strong counter push. I thought it was going to be macro up, and he was going to sit back, but then he showed up on my 3rd base, and that was unfortunate.
Right. That said, too, I have to say probably one of your coolest games was when it almost looked like you allowed him a full Reaper Scout, or you were keen to it, and you reacted in kind. You canceled that Roach Warren right after that Reaper Scout. Well done, man.
That was a fake. I just wanted him to think I was roaching him, and then canceled it right when he left, just so he'd be... I mean, the first series he kind of over-prepared. That one, I think he went back and ended up checking it again, but I was trying to fake him out into being defensive, but
sure.
It actually... That game, it didn't change too much, but I think it actually helped me because the game following that was the one that I actually did the Roach Rush. So I did like another fake Evo chamber and canceled it, and he went back in. So I think in his head, he was doing the same thing where he's like, oh, he's just faking it. And then all of a sudden the roaches were on his doorstep, and he was like, oh, fuck. Right. So I think it paid off, I guess. I did that our last series in the LMML, actually. There was one game where I put down the Roach Warren, and he scouted it, and I canceled it, and we did that 3 times. And then I ended up moving up with the roaches after. So I don't know if you remembered that, but I was definitely thinking about that one.
Yep, you've had some, you definitely had some interesting games. I've definitely covered you quite a bit too, Kai Boy, over time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you remember. It's been a long run.
Oh, yeah. I think the most exciting one was the Me versus Sal series that you ended up putting on your YouTube.
That was a banger. That was definitely a banger. All I can say to that one is imagine Terran.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you whispered me that halfway through the game, too, because before that I wasn't imagining too much in my own head, but then I started well, you sent me that after one of the 35-minute mech games that the other dude won, so that one was it was not a really good feeling. And like the Funcio series before, like the lower bracket finals, I did quick 2-0, went real smooth. I was like, yes, it's gonna be nice and easy. And then there was a couple 30+ minute games, a couple like 29-minute games in a row of just plenty of micro mining out the map, and those ones were definitely a drain.
Oh, absolutely. Bear with me. I think Magnus going to join us in a minute.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so how do you feel about what else do we got? Getting all these points, you win $150. Yeah. After a lot of sweating.
I really need it because I work most of the weekly time, so I kind of get shunted out of getting weekly points. So I'm like, well, my only chance to get points is if I win this. Otherwise, I'm kind of locked out.
Well done, man. So, Magnet, how you doing? You're stoked?
Magman's in here. What's up?
Hello. How's it going?
Glad your internet's
really
back.
do need the points. I don't even think you're top 5 even with winning this.
No, but that's all right. I'm top 5 in my heart. That's all that matters.
Well, you're top 1.
Magnus, I do have a question for him from chat, actually. That's a good point. So I am asked about the games against Nicaragua last night. Did they give you some preparation? It's, of course, from Sniper.
Yeah, they actually, in those games, I misplaced my third hatch. I got stomped in like 6 minutes 2 times in a row. And I had like, I haven't played too much this week, but I was like warming up. I played a bunch of ladder games, faced a bunch of cheeses, and then I played him and he just mopped me, honestly, really fast. So I was like, well, at least I got that out of the way before the big tournament tomorrow, I hope. And it helped a little bit. I kept my mind in check of not to repeat those mistakes.
Well, what was your preparation for today? Like, how did you come into this? You know, like, how much practice did you put into it? Did you look at certain replays? You never asked me for any replays.
I asked Reality for a few replays.
Wow. Come on.
For Zelos, we played in the LMML in August. It's not cheating.
You're cheating on me.
Oh, I could have messaged you too. You were offline, so I figured you would have it. But yeah, Little Mac actually casted our series and put it on YouTube 4 months ago. So I went and rewatched that and saw like where I made mistakes, what he did, and that one it was like a full 5-game series where he went up 2-0 and then I got a reverse sweep on him. So I kind of just took that into mind with him. He had a few games in the LMML. The hard part for scouting both of them was in the Vulcan Cup. They have like no games versus Zerg. So,
nobody has any games versus Zerg.
Yeah. So I had to like go to outside sources of other tournaments to try to figure out any games that we had where they actually played Zerg. So I prepared a bunch for him. My boy Fion, shout out to Fion. I forgot to shout him out earlier.
Fion was like the only person in chat rooting for you.
Yeah. There were some people. I think there were people on for that may not know you as much that run Zerg too. But yeah, Fion was up as long as he could be.
Oh yeah, he helped me.
The entire Forehead Discord was watching in voice chat as well and rooting for you.
Yeah.
He's my European analyst helper because I don't play these guys on ladder at all. So a lot of it too is me asking him what style they are, what they kind of want. Like he told me Funcio sometimes does battle mech, sometimes does BC into mech, but he has a lot of strange games. So it's like just having that little bit in the back of my mind when we play helps me like be scouting for the BCs and be more prepared for the mech. So he definitely helped me out a lot by and he gave me a big pep talk in DMs after I lost the first series. He was watching. Yeah, he was watching. He's like, "Are you good or you need a pep talk?" I was like, maybe I do need a pep talk. So he hyped me up. He gave me some good advice, and it ended up paying off. But yeah, that was most of my prep. I watched a few old videos, and definitely Fiant helped me a lot. His words, very smart, that guy.
Yeah, this has definitely been one of the best interviews we've had because of your facial reactions and other gestures.
Yeah, I hope you like my decorations. My wife really likes putting the room. All of our rooms are full of fun.
Yeah, one of the guys in chat was asking which one is your favorite book, and if you could bring it to the camera.
Yeah, now that we know you got a family.
Let's see. My favorite book's in the other room, actually. It's a cookbook. All my
how about your next How's it going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kaiboy is a chef, by the way, for those in chat who do not know. He's like a sous chef at a big restaurant.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I didn't know what he did. That would explain the cookbook stuff. Very cool stuff. And and then the family stuff with all the kids and fun.
While Kaiboy comes back, Dave, can you click on that message link I sent you?
That's the best book.
The food lab, nice.
Oh yeah.
Let me try to pull that up quick. I'll try to. I can pull that up. After.
You gotta be the weight gainer.
Take your shirt off.
It's got like a science.
Kaiboy, take your shirt off.
Take my shirt off.
The entire chat is asking for you to take your shirt off.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! This has actually happened. This is actually happening. There we go.
The shirt, not the jersey. The shirt.
No, look at this guy. He's fine.
I'm gonna get Dave kicked off of Twitch.
Exactly. I am usually. I can't.
As well.
As slow as I am, I'm pretty quick on some stuff, but I don't have, the Dave advanced blurring technology readily available.
I think nipples are against terms of service. If I recall.
Really?
What a Chad!
That's unlucky.
This guy's gonna be the. I'm telling you, he's gonna be the next Alpha X goat here.
Only 5 years in the making.
You lost Classic, but we got Kaiboy now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But look at this guy. He's actually a Chad. Estrella's even to be like, all right, Kaiboy.
I'm worth something to the team. I actually feel really vindicated too, because like every other Vulcan Cup, I get knocked out in the playoffs by some random round of 4, round of 8 stuff. So the season playoffs, the season finals, I always think I'm doing really good, and then all of a sudden I just get stopped. So this one feels good to finally make it the full distance.
Yeah, that's true. This is your first championship in 2.5 years of Legion/Vulcan Cup?
I've been playing for...
Even Zelos topped you in one of them a long time ago.
Yeah, he knocked me out in one of the playoffs. That's what I re-looked at all the old replay. I don't name all my replays, but the tournament ones I do. And I searched Zelos in my replays. I was like, dang, we actually played a long time ago. He bought, I think it was like a 3-0 too. I'm pretty sure he just whooped me.
No.
I just gotta say, Fido's his #1 fan though. Fiant, and then there's Fido, who's just like, now that you got on camera, he's just like, oh my god, this guy's a Chad. See, he's just like
the Kai fanboys.
Yeah,
the Kai fanboys.
All the simping.
I'm hoping. See, I'm not gonna say that I threw the first series, but I just wanted to give myself a good comeback story. I'm down now, and I'm against the wall. It's like my games. Whenever I'm losing and things are going wrong, that's when I actually start fucking kicking in the high gear and pushing it even more.
Kaiboy's actually the less Italian. Sorry, I just had to say this real quick, Magnus. He's actually the less Italian Rocky Balboa of Zerg.
I'll take that.
That's true.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Remember when Funkio made Mass Vikings, or Funcio, however it's pronounced? How did you feel about playing against Mass Vikings?
It would have been good if I wasn't on Broodlord Ravager and no face.
Why did you make Broodlords after seeing Mass Vikings? I never understood that.
Well, I had the Corruptors, and I only had I think I only made 3 or 4, but I was all mined out. He kept killing my bases. I couldn't secure anything, and there was a giant tank pushing on the right with no Thors. So I was like, well, I'm either gonna die or I can try to make 3 keyboards and try to salvage something out of it. The Vikings were good. It was the 9 cloaked banshees that showed up at the last second that I had no idea that was coming. That really sealed the deal. I was fighting tooth and nail, and I thought I was doing good. Then they showed up, and then I was trying to shoot down with the Ravager Vials was the only option. Wasn't that was a little tilting.
I mean, the Ravager Vials are quite successful, all serious, to be honest. These are some of the most nice Vials I've seen beat. I
was just surprised he was still in it. I just kept killing workers, and I was like, all right, he's got to be broke. He's got to be broke. He was, but I was more broke.
Yeah, that one, Mastallion AFK run buys.
Yeah,
that's the most skill move you can do.
It was on Inside and Out. I usually don't like playing that map because like
Yeah, because
that
it's a
one and
split map.
Waterfall. Yeah, he did a good job. I think there were some of his highest win rate maps too, and like I guess he got that style down of just like squeezing the life out of me until I had to tap out.
Okay, one last question before we actually do the announcement for once. Are you gonna, like, since this is a very long VOD for you to rewatch, are you gonna rewatch the VOD and wank off to it like everybody else does, or are you not? Are you gonna skip it this time?
I probably will skip on the second part, but I will definitely rewatch the VOD. I like it's always fun to see like what the casters talk about, and especially if it's a VOD on Twitch, see what the chat's saying. Like they're like, this dude fucking sucks. He's terrible, and then I can pull it out. But I usually watch it, and it's good. Like I like to learn from it too. Like I'll be watching, I'm like, yeah, I was definitely ahead. Then I'm like 40 drones down. I'm like, that's why I wasn't ahead at all. So I really watch it.
Yeah,
I don't know how Choch. I feel like Choch might have been more critical when I rewatch, but you're generally nicer to me than a lot of the people.
Yeah, Choch honestly was. Choch was quite mild.
Yes. Sometimes he has some hot takes on my play. I know he's casted me before, and he's.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll rewatch it. I don't think I'm gonna wake off to it, but I'll watch it for sure tomorrow on my day off.
Oh, I was muted. Shit, to chat, not to you guys, but I was muted to chat.
Yeah, well. Now it's officially announcement time, though. Can you click on the message link I sent you, Dave?
The actual announcement one or the bracket?
The message link I sent you, the latest one, the one in the announcement channel.
All right, you want me to pull that up? I'm gonna not have. All right,
make that a scene.
Well, bear with me. You guys, I like to not show certain stuff. All right, anyway. The announcements. I got the wrong thing up. Let me just go back to it. It was... Where the hell is it? Just in the... Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'll actually pull this up because it's a lot of stuff. We're all frozen here for a minute. Oops, bear with me. This is not what we wanted to show. Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, this is redoing the computer stuff that happens from time to time. Here we go. And yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
So everyone, as you can see on the stream in this current scene, we would love to announce the Vulcan Cup Draft Team League. This has been a project in the making for over a year now. Well, mostly in the making for the last week. We just didn't do it for over a year. Just kept teasing it. And it's finally happening. What is a draft team league for anybody wondering? It is it's a team league like any other team league in StarCraft, like Nation Wars or World Team League or whatever. But to make the teams, you don't sign up as Team Platinum Heroes and Team Alpha X and Team Berserker Esports. Instead, you sign up as some people are captains and some people are players, and then the captains get to pick from the gigantic pool of players and make a team, like a more random team than a signed up team, and it makes for a different experience for sure. Everybody is welcome to play in this as long as they're under 5,300 MMR, including everybody in the chat, including Dave Testa with me in the voice channel right now, and Kaiboy, who has left to go to his kitchen, I'm assuming. But everybody is welcome to play. I would like for anybody who is interested to just click on the Discord link. I just posted in the chat and join. Akron in the chat is going to be leading a team. If anybody wants to join his team, just tell him in DMs that he will no longer be personally harassed by a break. Dave, would you love to play in this?
I'm going to put it back to the Discord thing here. Honestly, I'll be eliminated in 2 seconds. I get eliminated to lesser players in tournament. Well, for sometimes.
It's a team league. You're not going to be eliminated.
See, I'm fine though because I'm under. You're saying under 5,300. You're talking under 3,500 players now. I'm only messing, but
yeah. How about you, Kaiboy? What are your thoughts on the draft team league going into it?
Acheron's gonna draft me. Don't worry.
I applied already. I'm excited. Y'all been talking about it for a while, so.
Yeah. Acheron's a big fan of you, by the way.
I appreciate his kindness.
There's obviously going to be a Team USA. If anybody wants to get drafted into USA, it's obviously going to be a Team Eastern Europe, like Ukraine and stuff. If anybody wants to get drafted into that. And there's also, most importantly, a $100 prize for the champions. And this won't last too long. It's just gonna last until like 2 weeks from now, and then 2 weeks in January, with a break in between for the holidays. So yeah, I hope I did not completely terrible marketing.
Hey, I signed up
once again, if you are interested, join the Discord link and check the announcements channel. I'm gonna reply to it in the announcements so it gets unburied.
Magnus, do me a favor. Send all this stuff, even though it's there, to Draket and Cyan. Please and thank you. I'm saying this just to keep you honest.
Yeah, man.
So got you on film.
That's all for the show today.
All right, cool.
Thank you. Congrats on winning, Kaiboy.
Yeah, congrats, man.
I'm sorry you didn't get a specific champions graphic kind of thing. I completely forgot.
Hey, I'm
sure
he's got this. This is, what I'm saying. We're good. You got the Dave Testacast. I'm officially a maybe my last one. I casted regionals with COVID on DreamHack Atlanta with Steadfast. So you got a halfway decent shitty caster.
No, you were a great caster. Thanks for casting. Thanks for hosting. I thought you were saying this might be your last cast. I was like, no. Okay, good. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having it. Thanks for hosting it.
These weren't more. I'll be honest. Sometimes everybody's been stepping it up, but there's been Legion Cups where I've been bored to tears. I mean, now it's Vulcan Cups, but you can only watch so many PvPs when they do the same builds.
Yep.
Then they started getting spicy. We didn't have Magnet in the finals enough.
It's refreshing to not have any Protoss. I think this is the first time ever you've not had any Protoss in the final 3.
I'm gonna have to chug some beers after those games, though, for sure.
I said I was gonna take a break, but if you end up wanting to hang out after, bear with me on the VOD. I'm gonna highlight it. I'm gonna make it separate. It's gonna be on YouTube. Probably gonna hit the ladder, but you may have. I literally was gonna take a break, but I may join you if you want to after. Like, Dave, come on here, Kaiboy. Let's have a few beers together.
Oh yeah.
I might pick some up for this in celebration of Kaiboy being a Chad.
How close are you guys to each other?
Pretty far away, I think.
Yeah, but we got Discord. Yeah. I'll be there in like 5 minutes from upstate New York. I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Virtually. If anyone in the chat likes my games, I never stream, but I have a Twitch, so follow me.
Yeah, well, yeah. What's is AX Kaiboy or I forgot? Are you Kaiboy?
Just Kaiboy.
Okay.
I think my last stream was 2 years ago, but I'm trying to start again soon.
Do you have an Instagram where you post topless pictures? Because you can't show it on Twitch.
Oh, I got an OnlyFans. Ooh.
You really got the OnlyFans?
Nah. I'm not on socials. I don't have like Instagram or Twitch or any of that. I'm just doing me.
Just doing you. And well, man, congrats. And Magnet, good to hear from you too. I hope you're staying out of trouble, kiddo, as I usually say, or staying in trouble. That way you don't got to get out of it.
Either works.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess they're gonna go into break and lather now.
Yeah, I don't mean to do that, but what I've been doing lately is I highlight the tournament sections out. Takes a little bit for that, and then I'll export them. It takes some hours before they process into HD and YouTube, but you'll have it by tomorrow for sure.
Oh, I gotta call my wife. I forgot to tell her I won.
All right,
don't tell her you went topless.
Nice.
I won.
You did?
Yeah, I whooped him.
Woo! You won.
Nah, we're gonna raid somebody after this. I think. I'm gonna take a break.
All right, now I hung up on her. That's all she needed to know.
We could raid random hyper one. Oh no, I think he's about to finish up.
Rip. Well, thanks for having me. I'm gonna hop off too. Thanks for hosting again.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guy boy. Make sure when you rewatch the bot to clip all the good parts, because I'm too lazy to clip all the good parts. Just send me all the clips.
All one of them that all one play that I did.
The one of them with you taking your shirt off, and the one of them with you talking to your wife. All the highlights.
Oh yeah, those are the good parts. Yeah, I can clip those. I thought you meant the gameplay. I was like, it's gonna be hard to find good parts on that. All right, peace, guys. Thanks again.
Peace. Yeah, have a good one, man. Congrats.
Thanks everybody for watching, and make sure to follow if you haven't already. You get an amazing shout out from Dave if you follow, and if you don't follow, nobody's shaming you, but I am gonna shame you.
Gonna be Magnus shamed.
Yeah,
actually a thing.
And if you're feeling extra generous, you could always sub so Dave can get closer to his sub goal. Can we get the sub goal on the stream?
Yeah, hang on. I'm actually going to. Oops. Let me change sources. Okay, did pick up the Discord window somehow, so I'm still on camera. Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's actually more than that. I don't know why it says 15, but we're like 36 or something out of 300 for the month. This is my job. I didn't even update my donation goal. Everybody's like, Dave makes all the money on this. I was like, well, for the moment, this has been my income.
Yeah. So
primarily,
Dave gets some food, feed himself, feed his girlfriend. Feed his cat. You had a cat, right?
Yeah, a cat.
Yeah,
I have 2 cats.
Feed his guitar. Feed his painting. Feed. I don't know. Feed Kaiboy when they meet up eventually at some point.
No doubt. Magnus, you have a good one. I don't know if I'm gonna ladder or not yet. Actually, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking I should probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it though. We'll leave it up to chat. I could just raid somebody. I could take a break and come back after. I'm kind of up in the air. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good one, Magnus. I'm gonna bounce out of Discord here, if that's cool. All right, chat. Give me a second while I get my camera back on. Jeez. Thank you, Magnus, again for your help too, and thank you to PSISTORM Gaming as well, and everybody that contributes. If you did, I don't know if this has just been largely in part by PSISTORM Gaming, the Dave team. Forget all the famous people. It's the Dave team. Let's be real. All right, what are we doing? Are we raiding somebody, or you guys want some ladder? It's your call. I could certainly use a break. It's up to you. What do you think, chat? Anybody? Raid or ladder? I might actually get a chance to take a little break ski. But then I can start VOD export if I do take a little break. I figured you're gonna go to sleep. Well, hang out for the raid. Let us raid Mr. Trigger. I'd like to do that.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Guys, I'll be back in a bit. You've been lurking. Breaks are good if you need it. Yes, I constantly am streaming. I streamed for like ever the last couple days. Yeah, you said I saw that, Blink. He's eating a lot of Fruit Loops. With that said, before things are gone, I'm going to do it, guys. Dave's actually going to take a break. I'll be back later. Gonna do some cleaning. And, yeah, I actually am gonna do some cleaning, I think. If I am back late, I'll let you know. All right, sadly, we don't have the graphics on this. When I come back later on, we'll have this stuff. But anyway, let's go say hello to Mr. Trigger. Speaking of Chad Goats, Mr. Yoda of Protoss himself. Trigger always is a big Dave supporter. And I'm glad to see him finally streaming with good internets. He's one of our best North American players, and he sadly always had, I'm like, nobody's following Trigger before. So make sure you hit him a follow, too. All right, thanks, guys. Much love. I'll see you later.